Hello, everybody, and welcome to D&D Podcast, Worlds Collide, Episode 2. Totally fumbled that all over the place. I'm tired. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Worlds Collide Podcast, Episode number 2. Hello, everybody. Let's have everybody introduce themselves. I don't know what I usually say at this point.
This is where we introduce our players.
Yeah. It's just, I was thinking that I usually said something else before I said introduce, before I introduced everybody, but I can't think of it, so.
Yeah. Well, once again, because my name starts with an A, because I am Andy, the card man, is here with Dwyer Bonecrusher, our wild magic sorcerer half-orc. Hopefully his magic will be working today. And, just to get this out of the way, my buddy Alex, also known as Ryu, who plays Ryuo, will be by shortly because he is currently out with family, but he will be here.
Yep.
And my buddy and his character Ryuo is a Dragonborn rogue. So yeah, doing two introductions for the price of one, people. John, take it away.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm still
just
playing the.
with a purple Sharpie pen.
Sorry.
I just accidentally stabbed myself with a purple Sharpie pen.
Ow. Don't do that. That's not healthy. Anyway.
Yeah, I forgot where. Yeah, right, the monk thing. Yeah. No, is Sailor Harvey. I play it. I'm Janne, and so on. Sorry, I'm tired as well. I only slept like 5 hours last night, and that's been too long ago.
Right.
Well, go ahead. Whoever is next, Mark, I think.
Well, hello! I don't need to introduce myself. You all know who Prince Charming is.
Someone who's not tired.
Right.
Anyways, I'm back, guys. My computer got fixed last week, so I'm missed, and I'm going to be playing Feda Fezira, a half-elf cleric.
Nice.
That's me next one. I gotta double check.
Yeah, you're the only.
I think that's me. I'm late. Okay. I am Suki. I was playing Holt, the ranger. Elven ranger. Who has a sore back. Probably has a headache. She's also got a little bit.
I am Serene Inc., the dungeon master, and extremely tired pony person, whatever. Drinking tons of Mountain Dew to keep myself awake. I've literally just been drinking Mountain Dew all day since I started drinking it at 7 in the morning. It's now 12. It's now 2 p.m. I'm still drinking Mountain Dew because I have to keep caffeinated so that I stay awake. Because I am super tired. Fortunately, caffeinated drinks don't actually hydrate you well, so I may be coughing a bit because my throat goes dry or something, so apologies. Alright, so where we last left off, Charming, Harvey, Halt, Dwyer, and Ryu had all met up with Anna, as she had come tumbling out of the Rainbow Bridge, following her, hearing about a great darkness that was consuming worlds and whatnot. You made your way to the Mushroom Kingdom because you were informed that somebody there, a friend of Anna's, could help with defeating the Great Darkness. As it turned out, Mario, who is the friend that you were looking for, Mario's missing. Reference! So Mario has been missing for several months now. Last reported, he headed off to the Rainbow Road, which Anna stated was the Rainbow Bridge, which brought up all kinds of questions about does that mean Mario is a psionic character and things like that. And now you have journeyed off to the Rainbow Bridge once again, taking a short rest after a battle with Koopas, and two particular yellow Koopas that almost knocked out poor Dwyer over there.
I still say my magic was off that day. It's not my fault.
Everybody was off that day. It was missed left and right, even from the Koopas. Oh dear, Luna, it was bad.
Yeah, it was rather funny watching the podcast.
It was like 10-minute battle. Took an hour. Okay. Anyway.
I could not stop laughing.
So, you all left off in the Rainbow Bridge as Anna was using her psionic abilities to try to track down where Mario has traveled to. So, as we begin our session today, your short rest has finished up. Everybody has healed up to whatever abilities they had healed at the end of the last session. As you're gathering your supplies and everything, Anna turns to the party and she states that she has picked up on Mario's telepathic signal, I guess is the word. It's not really the word I'm looking for, but presence, something like that.
She's picked up on his brainwaves, or his aura, or whatever. Just whatever video game term you want to use. We found him.
Right. Basically, she has picked up on where Mario's current location is. A rainbow bridge begins to extend from the platform that you are on. Once again, all around you is stars and nebulas and things like that. It's all fancy. It looks like you're in deep space, but yet at the same time there's air and you can breathe and move around freely, and gravity and all that. It's really cool. So the Rainbow Bridge extends, and Anna beckons the party to follow her, which I assume that they do. You walk for roughly about 2 minutes before the bridge ends. Once again, a hole shatters in front of you, creating a view into a land below. Beneath you is a small town, not very big, just somewhere around 10 or 12 little buildings here and there, kind of scattered about. The Rainbow Bridge extends down to the town, as it has each time that it has been used to this point. Anna beckons you to follow her as she slips on down towards the town.
Geronimo!
Well, down we go.
Yep,
Alright.
down we go.
You just hear her go, I'm too old for this.
Slams his palm on Halt's back. Come along, friend.
Hey, you just see
It'll
Hulk
be
falling
fun.
you just see Hulk fall forward. Like, oh god!
Oh god! Tumble, 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 tumble. All the way down the Rainbow Bridge. Poor Hulk.
He picks Halt up and holds him under his arm as he dives down.
Go ahead, just look at the truth. You know what? It's gonna be worth it. Yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Maybe
A
hold
broke miss.
Poor Holt. You got it. I'm a noble, damn it. Oh.
As I said, I could not stop laughing watching the podcast, so.
This is gonna be fun.
maybe eventually Kong will be eaten by that dragon back in the Mushroom Kingdom.
So, each
Okay,
of
I'm
you
good now.
makes your way down the Rainbow Bridge. As you all reach the bottom and everything, there's several villagers standing around, staring at the hole in the sky and the bridge of rainbows and all that. They're unsure whether to be frightened or amazed by this.
Dwyer eventually, when he gets down, he brushes himself off. He's like, "Do not fear, good people. We come in peace. We are looking for a man who what does Mario look like again? I never exactly did get him a description of the guy.
You see Holt open his mouth and then he stops too. We never got a description of him.
To that,
We're looking for Mario. He is a brave hero. Surely you know him.
Anna will speak up, mentioning that he is usually dressed in, blue overalls, a red shirt, red hat, has a mustache, kind of short, kind of fat.
He's like, of course, Dwyer's like, "What are overalls?"
Pants that go up over your shoulders.
So like that Ouija person's?
Oh, right. We are looking for. He's like, he turns back to his people like, we are looking for a short man who's wearing blue and red with a hat, a mustache. He's a little chubby, and I think that's all we have to go on. Oh boy. But yeah, apparently he's also a great warrior. Considering what my companion, because he knows if he says friend, then Charming's going to rush over to him and do something silly, said.
Alrighty.
You see towards the front of the party a person wearing scale mail armor with a shield and mace.
Hi, Charming. You want to take this? You want to take this one?
Prince Charming is going to point his finger at Faydove, apparently. That one has red on her. Maybe she's Mario. Excuse me, are you Mario? We're looking for Mario.
You just hear a sigh, Holt.
I see you have armor on you. You must be a fine warrior.
I really should
Fada will be staring at this person like, who the hell are you?
Prince Charming sweeps into a dashing, bow. Prince Maximilian Effervescent Charming, at your service.
While Charming's doing that, Holt's gonna look around. Does she stand out? Like,
She is the only one wearing armor, and she has a mace and shield, clearly prepared to go fight something.
more like race-wise,
Um,
because they were at a Mushroom Kingdom before.
she has slightly pointed ears.
Yeah. The residents of this town all seem to be of elven descent.
Fada's ears are a lot less sharper than theirs.
Of course, when Dwyer's looking around, he's like, "Oh crap, elves."
They're not so bad.
It's like you just hear Holt. You just hear Holt just look at you too. What's wrong with elves?
Fada's ears are more rounded than everyone else's, and her hair is a slightly different color, being more reddish.
Dwyer's like, let's just say back home, I kind of pissed off a couple of elves once. It wasn't my fault. My magic just went wild. All right.
You just see Holt rolls with us and walk forward. Compared to everyone else, you look more armed. What's going on, if you mind me asking?
Various creatures have been attacking the villages around here recently.
Well then, we should fight them. Come along, Halt. Slap.
Frida will wince slightly when she sees that.
And you, Mario, you must come along with us.
I don't think she's Mario. At this
But
point,
she's wearing red. Look at her hair.
Mario,
And clearly, by her chainmail, she is a great warrior.
Charming. Come here, Charming. Come here. Small problem. Mario is a man. It's clearly a woman.
Holt just shakes his head and takes off his head at this point. So then, just to show
Well,
off
clearly
his-
those in the Mushroom Kingdom must have been mistaken all this time.
No. Don't mind.
At this point, my name is Fedev Fazira. I do not know who this Mario person you speak of is.
Good, that clears that up. Nice to meet you, Miss Dove.
Fedev. One word.
He's like, trust me, it'll be easier if I just call you Dove.
Fadove. Just like Mario.
So later, Fedev will stare at him like he's an idiot.
Dwyer looks at her like,
Which he is.
No, he usually Holt just whisper, he is. And he, like I said, at this point, he does pull off his hood, so he shows that he's an elf too.
wait, you were an elf the whole time? So that's why you asked me if I had a problem with elves. Awkward.
Awkward.
I was wearing an elf and... whatever.
I'm half orc. You think I know anything about elf stuff?
No, okay, fine. I understand. I'll forgive you this one time. So, what type of monsters are we dealing with?
Many various kinds.
To that, Fedev would be able to respond with creatures such as moblins and Stalfos.
Are we going to find the Triforce?
What now?
Of course, Dwyer's like, okay. So goblins and skeletons, huh? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I guess we can do all that. You have... I guess you wouldn't know anything about Mario. At this point, Holt's going to turn to Anna. Do you think Mario would know anyone from this world?
Anna's going to think for a moment and say, well, there was... no, let me redo that. She's going to think for a moment and say, well, there is a sort of interworld tournament, if you will. Many of the greatest heroes from the different worlds come together to compete once every few years. It is possible that perhaps one of those heroes came from this world. Perhaps Mario came here seeking that hero.
Alright,
So you're saying there's a link between the worlds?
oh my god. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's gonna be like this whole
Oh,
this-
wow.
Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, I can't blame you there. So Holt's going to go ahead and kind of look at Veda. Say it right.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool, I did. So, does anyone match that description?
I've not seen any like that.
Hmm.
Well, if you're asking,
She's very much asking if he's seen Link.
yeah, if you're asking if there's been a hero or anything,
Fadov has not seen him.
well, Link would have come through Raru and saved the town several times by now. She's probably encountered him at least once in that. So she would.
But she has been traveling a lot herself.
Well, Link's been traveling a lot too, but
It is entirely possible that they did not meet.
that's true. I mean, it's up to you.
Oh boy.
They have not met.
So
Let's just go find someone in charge of this one,
Yeah.
and
The mayor might have seen him, however.
you take us to your. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but can you take us to your leader?
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
Lord.
Unfortunately, this is not the town I hail from, so I do not know who exactly the mayor is.
Yeah, we should probably ask this now. What's this town called? What's this world called? And do you have a map of this world? Just so that we don't get lost.
This town is called Raru, and yes, I have a map.
Okay.
And at least this land is called Hyrule.
Okay. We're in the land of Hyrule. We're in the town of Raru, and good. We have a map of this place. I always want to have a map of these worlds we're jumping to, just in case we get lost. So yeah, if you know someone who can take us to the mayor of this town, then we'll talk to him. See what he knows.
Ask one of the locals. Most of these are locals.
Holt.
She indicates the people around her.
Holt, you mind probing these people questions? I don't want to do something to insult them.
You just see this whole race and just like roll his eyes a little bit, but he does do it. Excuse me, fine gentlemen. I think I'm just going for cigarette gentlemen. If you don't mind, can you point us the way to your governing place? Yeah.
One of the ladies will nod and say, "Yes, I can take you to see my father. Please, this way."
Oh,
That was easy.
thank you. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, thank you, my fair lady.
This young lady dressed in a simple purple outfit will walk you to a building roughly about the center of the town. She leads you in, to which you see a man dressed in a red robe holding a staff. He's kind of sitting in he's sitting at a table drinking what appears to be maybe a cup of tea or coffee or something. Some kind of a dark, hot liquid. He looks up at the party and his daughter and says, "Ah, who are these people?"
Halt's going to go ahead and answer. We are adventurers, per se. We are looking for someone. Would Holt know the name Link or no?
He would not know the name of Link, no. But
Damn,
he
okay,
would, you do know Mario, obviously.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to say it. We are currently seeking the hero of Faerun.
Hero of Faerun?
Not Faerun, wow.
Hero of Hyrule?
Hyrule, thank you. Wow, someone's used saying Faerun.
The elder strokes his beard. By the way, he has a white beard that I totally forgot to give in his description. He strokes his beard for a moment and he says, "Ah, you must mean that young lad Link. Yes. I suppose at this point in time he would probably be up in North Castle. Well, not up in North Castle. After all, it's more western than it is north from here.
Well, that's
Oh.
silly. They should call it West Castle.
Just kind of sighs a little bit.
Dove will just stare at Charming again like he is an idiot. And no,
Charming,
this is all
Which
in
he is.
looks.
hey, Charming. What if it's the northernmost castle on this land? So, and they just built this town just west of it. So if the castle was built first, it would still be North Castle.
Well, then this town should be called. He sort of traces a cross in the air. East Town. We're in East Town.
I think they're like, call us a hunch, but it might be named after someone important. I don't know. because Raru sounds like a name to me.
Well then, we must go to North Castle and find Mr. North.
It's
It's close enough.
Yes,
Where's it-
close.
Dove's like, he is an idiot. How do you guys put up with him?
he's a good meat shield.
He followed us. Just his whole reaction.
He's a great warrior.
Right.
I don't know. I'm too busy shooting things to pay attention to him most times.
Anna is just like, eh?
Anyway,
Kind of like
I'll-
gives a shrug. She's like, eh?
so I was just gonna go turn back to the mirror at this point after, like, I guess rubbing his temples for a little bit. We have heard there's also problems around the city. Monsters. Can you give us a little more information about those things?
The elderly man will nod and he'll say, "Yeah, yes. It sounds as though you are from another land, perhaps far from Hyrule, so you may not be aware. 7 or so years ago, a demon king known as Ganon appeared one day with an army of horrendous monsters. He snatched away our fair crowned princess, and a young boy of about 10 years of age at the time appeared from, well, we don't know where he appeared from. He just seemed to appear one day, and he drove the demon away, slaying it, actually. Unfortunately, slaying the beast was... slaying the Demon King was only a minor setback for them. His army regrouped under a new name, the Order of Wizrobes, to be exact. Apparently commanded by the Wizrobes of his army, which, from what we understand, were his generals. He clears his throat as he realizes he's been going off on like a tangent there. He says, in either case, Link, our hero, normally resides in North Castle. It seems that the Order of Wizrobes is seeking to kill him and obtain his blood or some such. Essentially, they are trying to revive their master, Ganon. Unfortunately, because of this, our towns have been under constant siege as they are trying to drive Link out of North Castle and towards us.
So basically, they're trying to do a bait and switch.
Yes.
Okay, Dwyer's like, okay. I know you just gave us a whole lot of important information. You know that we need to head to North Castle. That the means of essentially of a demon lord are trying to kill this guy in order to revive him so he can try and do whatever he wants. But I'm still caught up on the fact that he defeated this guy when he was 10. I'm sorry, but
Oh, come now. That's not too much of
Wait
a
up.
big feat.
Veda will say,
I slayed
It
many
is not all
dragons
the-
before I was 10.
it is not all that common here for young boys to go adventuring.
He's like, Dwyer looks down, looks at the sky. He's like, I was like, what have I gotten myself into? He's like, well, too late now.
Ryu just walks over and pats Dwyer on the shoulder. He's like, come now, it's not like it's a land of people throwing little round balls at monsters all day.
What kind? Like, whatever. Like, what? Like, if you brought alcohol with you, can I have some? Because this is the only way I'm gonna make it through this place.
Oh, trust me, the Dragon's Ale you would love.
Good. Well, good. We'll share with someone. Well, good. You can give me a mug when we make camp tonight.
Sounds good. This ought to be interesting. This stuff knocks everybody on the rears.
Alright, so Paul's just gonna go. We'll do, on our way to North Castle, we'll deal with any creatures along the way to see if that helps the town out.
The elder nods and says that would be much appreciated. It does seem as though they have been coming from the Parappa Cavern to the northeast of here. Of course, the castle is off towards the west, so that is completely the opposite direction. But perhaps when you find our dear Link, perhaps you could help to convince him to try to aid us further. I know that he has done us a great service, especially by not only saving the crowned Princess Zelda, 7 years ago, but also reviving the previous Princess Zelda from her eternal slumber only a year ago.
Dwyer's gonna look like he's about to say something, but he's just gonna keep his mouth shut, just because he knows if he starts ranting again, someone's gonna hit him.
Right. Yeah, Holt will nod, and he gives the owner an elvish farewell, and then we'll do what we can. He probably even know and understand elvish too. And he's like, no.
Are we seriously some sort of adventurers now?
Yep.
Max is going to say farewell in Undercommon.
Really?
He's too stupid to know that that's not proper Elvish.
Selena will stare at him. I'm not Fadov will stare at him. I keep getting them confused. Please excuse me. I'm so used to saying Selena.
Dwyer's just gonna be like, yeah. He's like, okay, charming. We've got monsters to slay. Let's let's rally forth and tally ho and all that.
And Undercommon is one of the languages that Fadov does not know.
I said you will probably understand bits of it. Alright, so to North Castle we go.
Alright.
Right.
So, off to North Castle, you start to make your way. The question becomes, upon the map that I have linked, there is the straight pathway, well, I mean not straight pathway, but there's the pathway that leads there, and then there's a more straighter path through the plains that leads there.
Yeah, I can just see our group looking over the map. It's like, okay, so we can either head directly west, or cut through the forest, or we can take the road.
The road.
Fadov would say, I would recommend taking the road, although it may appear shorter going across the plains. There are many more monsters.
Oh, he's considered it too. Alright.
Yep, saw it too.
This coming from a rogue here, usually thieving, stuff like that. The roads are usually ones we check and ambush anything that moves across it.
It's all good. We'll destroy it. We'll kill those then.
I see your point.
I fear neither bandits nor monsters.
I just figured if we caught them by surprise by going through the forest and get them in the back, it might be a little easier than having us surrounded in a circle.
And,
I'm not stepping into those woods.
he-
I'm taking the road without or with you.
Holt will also mention that he does do a lot of tracking in the woods, so he would know. He would be able to find stuff easier than most people would. Gotta bring that note too.
Just look. As long, I don't care which way we go, just as long as that if we run into something, I can actually fireball. I can actually shoot fire at it this time. And I don't know if my magic is working in this place or not.
I suggest an idea. Me and Halt are better in the woods, so while the rest of the group is tracking on the road, just about walking into the ambush like bait, me and him take through the woods and track down whatever might be hiding in there at a slight distance, but within eye shot.
So in other words, you're sticking with us, but you're going to hang back just in case you see something come up on us.
Basically, I figure you'd rather have somebody on the outside picking off the circle before they all circle you and whack you in one run.
That sounds like a plan. Any objections?
Nah, I have no presence with it.
Bandits
I think
are
it's a great idea to split the party.
We're not splitting the party. We are going to be pretty much a few feet away from you guys, and we're still.
Beta will say bandits are, although not unheard of, uncommon.
Yeah, he did say monsters, not bandits.
True, it is monsters.
Yeah. There are monsters, but it is true that monsters frequent the roads less than they do in other places.
The reason I said bandits was because Rhea had said bandits and not monsters.
Let's just hit the road already. I half expect that we'll turn around and see Charming smacking the road with his sword.
Is the road evil?
I don't know. Why don't you stab it and see if it's evil or not?
Well, I cannot stab something that's not evil. That would be unsportsmanlike and unchivalrous.
Beta will sigh and say, "Let's go already."
It's not evil. Let's go.
Hello, the yellow
Beta
road.
is leading the way.
Charming is right alongside Fada.
Holt just has his bow and ready.
As does Ryu, just watching the woods. Just shaking his head like, why do I get a feeling?
Dwyer's in the middle of the party. He's positioned himself behind Charming, just so that if he says just so he can be behind his meat shield and be behind him to smack him in the head in case he says something stupid, which he is always prompted to smack Charming.
Charming probably won't feel it. Dude, you probably can't even mess up his hair.
Stuff's glued on like a hard helmet.
Yeah, actually, I can see Dwyer trying to mess up his hair, but it goes back perfectly. It's like, how do you keep your hair that way?
What
sort
way?
of magic is in your hair?
It just bounces back like rubber.
Some disturbing imagery.
So then, you guys travel down the path. From what I understand, Holt and was it
Fada.
Dwyer?
Halt and Fada are next to each other. Dwyer is behind.
No, Charming's next to you. I'm behind.
Sorry.
Yeah, wrong.
Yeah.
I got
was-
confuzzled.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, a couple people are separated from the party off in the more woodsy area.
Actually, we're not doing that. We're just staying
Oh.
behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we decided it was not bandits, so we're like, screw it.
Alright.
Yeah, we're just standing a couple of feet back.
Alrighty. In that case, then.
And Harvey is
that
sticking to the
instead.
melee people.
Alrighty. You follow the path a ways as it kind of curves up. You come to the split in the path, to which then, following your map, you then realize to continue off to the south path. Following along the path further, you finally come to a moat where a large castle stands on the other side of the moat. It's a very impressive castle, built completely out of some kind of white stone. It stands 100 feet tall at least, with the middle tower standing even higher above. Flags of 3 triangles perched above some kind of a golden bird flap in the winds high above the tops of the towers. In front of the castle stand 2 guards, each dressed in some kind of a silverish, irony type armor. The front is covered with a purple tabard displaying the 3 triangles with the golden bird rising up beneath it. Each of them is wielding a spear, and as you approach, they put their spears together and speak out, saying, "Halt! Who goes there?"
That's him, right there.
And I was just sitting there watching the party, like, who's gonna do it?
Ada will glare at Charming.
Charming, I don't think that doesn't match our description of Mario.
No, halt.
No, Halt. Like,
Halt.
Holt gets that joke a lot.
They said, "Halt! Who goes there?" His name's Halt.
Dwyer's like, oh, human humor. Har.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't get it either.
Dwyer's like, group of. Dwyer sticks his head out from behind Charming, like, group of adventurers wanting to grace Her Majesty with our presence.
We are sent from East Town to find the great hero Link North. Where is he?
The guards stare strangely at Charming for a moment, and then they turn to the sensible ones.
We're searching.
Somebody, but
We are looking for the hero Pharaoh. Where does that? Where does it?
Hyrule.
Hyrule. Thank you.
Hyrule.
So much. Link. We heard that he came down to this castle.
The guards nod and say, "Yes, the last I knew, Link was in fact inside North Castle."
Mind if we
last
go
you
in?
knew?
Why do I feel this? Why do I feel this is where you say he was here, but now he's off somewhere else?
The guard says, "As far as I'm aware, he's still here. He has not left, and this is, of course, the only entrance." He turns and calls for a messenger, who comes walking out. He relays the information to them. The messenger then travels back inside of the castle. The guards have you wait and hold there for a few moments. The messenger returns after a few moments, and he says, "Link is actually expecting you."
Oh, that's lucky.
Eh.
But never mind. Just go. If I keep trying to question this world, I'm going to get more of a headache than having to deal with Charming.
The messenger beckons for you to follow him. I should note, because, messenger in front of you, and I didn't give you any description. This man is, I'd say roughly in his 30s. He wears a kind of a purplish uniform, blonde hair, red eyes.
It's a human.
He doesn't have pointed ears. He beckons you to follow.
Oh, then, let's go.
Be followed. Charming does.
Follow.
Theta will follow him.
Lead the way. He so goes, lead the way, Millie.
Alright. You follow the man into North Castle. You get a little bit of the ways on. Suddenly a circle of fire erupts around the entire party.
Oh hell! Now what?
Oh, great.
There's a trap.
A
Black
woman's
Art Club.
a woman's voice at that moment speaks up and states, "Who are you, and what is your business here?"
Dwyer,
Jesus Nazareth,
Brilliant, effervescent, charming. We seek the hero. Link north.
Dwyer's going to be like, Dwyer face falls because he was too slow to stop charming. He's like, I'm Dwyer Bone Crusher. I'm with the idiot.
That's even worse. Oh, trying. You can't tell it's no. Hope's going to go ahead and message. I am. It's a Hope Raglan of. Oh wait a minute. This is not fair. We are searching for the great hero Link.
And what business do you have with Link?
We are searching for another person that Link might know of. A Mario.
There's silence for a moment, and then you see an elderly woman dressed in a red robe step through the fire. It's almost as if it's almost as if she just passes through it without even, touching the flames. The flames seem to kind of go up around her as she passes through it.
Okay, I don't know about the rest of you all, but that was impressive.
Arnie illusion.
Theta
will give a small bow.
She stares at your group for a moment and she says, "I am sorry for the flames. I am Impa of the Sheikah tribe. I had to be certain you were not mercenaries of the Order of Wizrobes."
Dwyer's actually going to be like, trust me, with this guy around, he's too much. He's pointing to charming. With this guy around, he's too much of an idiot to be an assassin.
Ha ha ha! I don't know any magic.
That too.
Yeah.
The flames around you dissipate as she waves her hands, and she says, "Link is actually expecting you. I just had to be certain of who you were. In truth, as you stated, he does know Mario. In fact, Mario was the one who told him that you would be coming. Please, this way."
It's Mario. Dwyer's gonna whisper to Max. He's like, "This Mario guy seems to be one step ahead of us. I'm starting to wonder what he's like."
Ooh, Mario? We have Mario. And he gestures over to Fado.
It's not Mario.
It's got.
Fado will glance at Dwyer and indicate her mace or her shield.
He's like, what? He's like, what? I didn't do nothing. Like, I just, I would.
And then point to Charming.
Oh, you want to hit him? Go ahead. I don't think he's gonna feel it though.
Don't mind them. Just let's get on with this.
So, Impa is going to lead you further into the, further into North Castle. She leads you through several halls until finally you come upon a massive throne room. Upon the throne sits a woman dressed in a very fancy purple robe. Upon the robe is once again the 3 triangle symbol with the golden bird rising up from it. Upon her head is a golden crown. Her hair is brown in color, as if reference to the original Zelda 2. The boy next to her, sitting at the side of the throne, is a boy dressed in a green tunic with brown tights and a brown short shirt underneath the green tunic. He wears a pointed green hat that kind of flops backwards behind his head. His hair is brown as so is the woman's.
Fada will have dropped into a bow.
Yeah, I just completely forgot what I was saying. He has a golden sword, or what appears to be some kind of golden sword, strapped to his back, along with a blue shield that is, I want to say octagonal, but that's not exactly right. You know what the Hylian shield looks like. You know, with the like shape, and then the blue and the gold bird and the red bird and the triangles and all that.
It's shield shaped. It's a shield shaped shield.
Right.
Yeah,
it's
it
the
really is a
Hylian
shield type.
So you see him standing there next to the woman, who is clearly some sort of princess or queen. As you enter, the woman smiles at you and says, "Welcome to North Castle. I am the Queen Zelda the 8th."
Oh, at this point, yeah, Holt will also bow at this point.
Dwyer actually gets down on one knee and so then bows. He's like, "It is an honor to meet you, Your Highness."
Charming will, of course, draw his sword, hold it upright, and take a knee.
Zelda will stand to her feet and give you a bow as she takes a few steps forward. The boy next to her, keeping a close eye on you and staying close to her as he does. She speaks up again and says, "I believe you were looking for this boy here." She waves to the boy in green. She says, "This is our hero, Link." Link gives you a quick bow.
He's like, right at that point, he's like, "Oh, thank goodness we found him." Do we want to go through the formalities, or do you want to cut to the chase? I don't want to take. I personally don't want to take up too much of your time, and we're kind of looking for somebody. So, if you want us to get straight to the point, we will.
Zelda will nod to you and say, "Please, I tire of the constant formalities.
Okay.
What exactly is it that you are searching for?"
Okay, we're looking for. Okay, as you can probably tell, we're not from this world. Our little friend Anna over here. Dwyer points to Anna. Pretty much whisked us from our world to the Mushroom Kingdom to look for a friend, Mario. At that point, he looks over to Charming, hoping to similar there and says, "Be quiet." Like, but when
Charming is looking at Fade-Up with an accomplished smile, as if the task is already done.
So when we found that Mario wasn't here, we on tracked him to this world, which we think that Link might know where he is. So Sir Link, could you please inform us to Mario's location if he's still here at all?
Link thinks for a moment, and then he says,
Yeah!
he says, "I believe the last time that I saw Mario, he was heading towards the Parappa Palace."
So in other words, what you're saying is, sorry, but Mario is in another castle. Right. Parappa Palace is northwest of here, northeast of here, right?
He nods and he says, "If you return to the town of Raru, there is a forest just beyond that. If you continue to the northeast from there, you will eventually come to the edge of a mountain range where you will find a cavern. Passing through that cavern will take you straight to the Parappa Desert, where you should, at that point, immediately see Parappa Palace, further off to the northeast."
Wait,
I
are
warn
you
you,
telling us to go
however-
through a dungeon?
Say again?
Are you telling us to go through a dungeon? Underground?
It's a small cavern. I wouldn't call it a dungeon. If one was to call anything a dungeon, I would perhaps refer more to Parappa Palace as a dungeon, but it really wouldn't be much of one, since I have recently cleared the palace out.
Oh, thank
Listen,
goodness.
after going through the water temple, that's not a dungeon.
Right. Well, thank you for your time. Dory's gonna get. He's like, dressed up. I was like, well, thank you for your time. If you guys need me, I'll be waiting outside the gates for when we head to the palace. Right? Bye.
By this point, I was going to also mention about the cavern and how the town has been suffering.
Link nods when you mention, the enemies seeming to be coming from Parappa. He says, it has seemed that since Mario left, the majority of the Order of Wizrobes has journeyed there to the castle. At current, I am uncertain as to what to do about that. If the majority of their forces are in fact there, I would not be strong enough to handle it myself.
Well, then you should come with us. We'll handle it together.
Link kind of stares at you as he's a little annoyed at having been cut off, but he considers it for a moment and says, he considers it for a moment and then kind of glances toward Anna, who smiles at him. And he says, I think you have all the help that you need.
Well, that's not very much of a hero if he doesn't even dare to go to a palace he has been to before.
But to be fair, if they get his blood,
Well, that's
And
true.
they do not
This is also
need to
true.
kill him to get his blood, merely injure him.
So he stays hiding. Let's go.
Very well, onward!
Alrighty.
Dwyer, wait up, my friend!
So Fedov is muttering, do not treat him like an idiot, because he is an idiot. Do not treat him like an idiot, even if he is an idiot.
Yeah, Dwyer's actually talking to the guards. He's like, so, how much you get? Anything? He's like, so, how's guard duty?
The guard shrugs and says, eh.
Could be worse, right? I mean, you could be. At least you're by, you know, the ruler of this place. You guys must get paid pretty well, right?
Eh. The royal guards get paid more.
I
they
see.
get paid in rupees.
He's like, so, is there any magic in this world?
Tons.
Oh, how does it work exactly?
Eh. He shrugs.
Right, I should be asking a wizard, not a guard.
Or cleric, although you don't know about Fedov's specialty yet.
She's like, he's like, any other information you could tell me there, guard, until my friends get back talking to your ruler?
The guard thinks for a moment and he says, if you encounter iron knuckles, I suggest not even trying.
Like, what's an iron knuckle?
He makes a gesture to kind of show you a height, somewhere roughly about 8 foot tall as he gestures. Is roughly so tall, covered in chainmail, wields a massive shield, massive longsword, hurts really bad.
So Prince Charming.
He's like, huh? He's like, well, let's just say if you, my friend, let's just say I have a bit of a secret weapon up my alley that might even be odds against your friend Knuckle.
Shocking grasp.
Right?
He's like, of course, Dwyer's just waiting for them. He's like, crap, how long is this going to take for them to get out? I excuse myself, hopefully to give them the hint of we know where to go. We have to move on already.
It's not long after you make that thought that your party members come walking out.
It's like, hey, you guys took your sweet time.
Well, we had to find out about that cavern.
It's a hole in the wall. We can find our way through it. Well, at least I can. I can see in the dark. What about you guys?
Yeah. No,
Somewhat.
I'm at the other cavern, the one that the monsters are coming from.
So we just need to find Mario. Then we get out of here. I don't see the.
We're going to help village.
Do we have to? I mean, it seems like more work than's necessary.
Charming is going to walk up to Dwyer. Come along now, cheer up. This will all be over soon. Slaps him on the back.
He's like, a small amount of fire immediately goes into the Dwyer's hands. He's like, don't fireball him. Don't throw fire at him. Don't throw fire at him. He's worth it. He's worth the meat shield. He's worth the meat shield. He sort of closes his hand. He smiles. He's like, you're right. He's like, lead the way, Charming. If we, and by the way, I heard that there's a warrior that's about 8 feet tall, covered in chainmail. I bet you could take him.
I probably could.
Dwyer smiles. He's like, yeah. It's like if we meet him, you take him on solo, because I have that much confidence in you, buddy.
Feda will glance at Dwyer. Are you crazy?
Dwyer gives her a smile, saying, he's like, just sort of glances back at her, saying, a way that says, yes.
Oh dear. And we just find that cave.
Hi, time.
Or
Anyway, moving
are we
on.
going to the town first?
What good would be what good would be to go to the town?
Your mic there. Thank you.
Yeah, what good would it be to go to the town? I mean, we were just there, and
That's why I asked.
we should.
I'm assuming we're going to the cave.
Yeah, let's go straight to the cave. I mean, if we have a map to the area, we should be able to find it.
Right.
And we have directions.
Yep. Alrighty then. In that case, you all make your way back along the path until you reach the forest. Traveling through the dense forest, you find yourself reaching the Parappa Cavern. Stepping into the cavern, you notice it is in fact quite dark in here.
Dark vision.
Feda does have dark vision.
Yeah.
I think most of us do, so it's charming.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have to light up a torch. Unless someone has like a light cantrip or dancing
I
lights
do
or
have
anything.
the light cantrip, although it requires components that I do not have. I do not have a firefly or a phosphorant moss.
Do you
have a
have an
focus?
arcane focus?
I
You have a holy
holy.
symbol.
Yes, I have holy symbol.
That's good. That's all you need.
So, Feda will pick up a stone and cast light on it using her focus.
I was hoping you'd cast it on his sword.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I could cast it on
Glowing
his
lamp
sword.
sword. Huh.
It sounds a lot like Selena's longsword, except hers is silvered.
Right. And it's magical. It's a +1.
It's a lightsaber.
Alright. So, traveling onward into the cavern, you hear a lot of eerie noises, things skittering around and making a lot of racket. Nothing seems to jump out at you or try to attack you. However, you do finally make it to the other end of the cavern, to which you step out of the cavern into the hot, burning sun of the desert. In the distance you can see what kind of looks like a mirage because it's so far away. The image is waving and shifting as the heat is rising from the sand. You see some kind of a massive stone structure, some kind of palace-like building far off in the distance.
Well, I'm glad I'm not wearing any armor in this heat.
As for Ryu, he's laying out in the desert sand just enjoying the sunlight.
Hey, you just see Hulk going, not used to this weather.
Ryu's on a rock, sunning himself.
Right.
Well,
Pretty much.
You see Dwyer looking around for a cactus. He's like, "Is there a cacti around here? Want to find one? If there's not, oh well." You see him just scoop up a bit of sand and put it into his compound. He's like, "There, that'll be useful for later."
I want people to make a check here. Well, not a check, but a Constitution saving throw. But I don't need everybody to make it. Give me 1 second. I just need to look up what it is I'm trying to do here. Why did I load that up? That's not what I wanted to load up. Hang on, I had the wrong PDF file open. Scroll all the way to the end of this thing and I forgot to think about how this would work. Alright, this is going to kind of be a new status, but it's going to basically affect you the same way as being poisoned would be. Basically disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. But the status basically is sunstroke. Basically you get really like overheated by the sun.
Why don't you just use exhaustion?
I was thinking about that, but I don't know if that was really... I mean, I guess I could just use exhaustion. I guess that is basically what that is. Oh yeah, the long-term effects of freezing or scorching temperatures. It's actually in there. Let's see. Double reading over. So what I want to do here is anybody with heavy armor or a constitution score under 12, or rather 12 or under, I
Yay.
want to make a constitution saving throw.
16 Constitution and medium armor. Yay!
Alright.
14.
What if you have 16 con and heavy armor?
Then you would still make the check. It's either or. So, if you meet either condition, then you have to make the check.
Light armor and a score of Constitution score of 14. I am golden.
Nice.
Same here.
I think the only one here is charming. Even though technically Holt would probably not use this weather. He's more used to the forests.
Which is kind of funny because I have the highest con.
I know.
Right?
What's Charming's Constitution?
16,
That's
and I have a 17
that's
strength.
16
So
is Fidev's Constitution.
Same here.
and I have a 17
Oh, wait,
strength.
14 here.
So even if I was carrying heavy armor, it wouldn't really matter because it's light compared to me.
Right?
I have +5 to con saves.
+5 to con saves.
And
So,
yet,
yeah, I
for
just-
some reason, I'm the
Does that
only one
count?
who
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
make this roll.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
because
right?
you're wearing metal armor, dude.
It
Now,
should reflect the sunlight.
Fidev's wearing metal armor too. Scale now.
Yeah, but yours doesn't turn you into a giant easy bake oven now, does it?
right?
Well, nor should mine. It reflects the sunlight. Well, anyway. Okay, how does a nat 20 do you for?
Right?
So the
Yeah,
We're
person
gonna waste all your
best
rolls.
equipped to resist the heat resists the heat.
is this the-
He doesn't even notice.
What was this? I hold
Right.
one too, just for reasons, and I got a 21. So
All right, that sounds good. All right, so you all make your way through the hot, burning desert as as the heat bears down on you heavily.
I think you should make a summer home here.
You all travel for roughly half an hour ish before you finally come upon the massive structure that is Parappa Palace, only to discover that the massive structure that was in front of you is actually really small. The structure in front of you is nothing more than a roofed stone building with a few pillars. In the center is some kind of metal platform that just seems to kind of hover over some kind of like pit.
I thought they say this place was a palace, not a temple. What a rip!
My question is, I don't really think floating platforms is really their motif in this world.
Hey,
Oh, I thought that was what? That's not part of the natural architecture here. Whatever.
it looks pretty neat.
Max Charming is going to draw his sword and move forward to take a closer look.
Alright.
Harvey follows right next to him.
Fada will stop them. You're idiots.
It's tiny.
Just stay back, Mario. We'll be fine.
Her name's Dove.
I got another nat 20 on my perception check.
Wow.
That's a 19, but
Wow.
it's one of those rare. I'm not going to roll high for the rest of the evening, but whatever.
That's probably the case.
Right.
Well, then I don't have to roll anymore.
So you step forward, examining the metal plate thing in front of you. Looking it over for a moment, it seems to kind of be hovering up and down. It kind of seems like stepping on it might make it move down into the pit slowly, but it would make it move down.
Well, let's go get
So
on
what
it.
will Charming do? Because he is the one who did that, and none of the rest of us have.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarf's like, so charming. Is it dangerous?
I'm going to roll an impulse die. 16. Alright, so Charming is actually going to be somewhat smart. Is there enough room for Charming to get his head underneath the floating platform?
There wouldn't be enough room to get your head under it, no.
Okay, so it's only floating a few inches above the ground.
Well, I mean, like the... Sorry, I should probably...
Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look down into the pit.
Yeah. Let's see. You probably could look through the, like, crack that's around it.
Okay, I'm going to take that glowing stone that I have, and I'm going to toss it down into the pit and look down and see what I can see.
Alright. The glowing stone falls for a little ways. Looking down into the area below, it seems that there's paths that seem to spread out from beyond where the stone landed far below. The area underneath seems to be made out of some kind of brick. It kind of looks like the same kind of brick that the small section that you're standing in now was made out of.
Do I see any monsters?
No, you don't see any monsters.
Okay, I turn back to the party. Unfortunately, I don't see any monsters. Come along then.
What do you mean? Unfortunately, I think it's more of a fortunate same thing if you ask me. So, go where to? I don't. Oh wait, you mean get on the platform, huh?
Yes.
You get on first.
All at once
And-
now, come along.
I'm kind of waiting to see if it splats him on the roof if he gets on there.
I'm for going down there. It actually looks cooler down there than up here. I just don't out of this heat.
He's like, I'm perfectly fine up here. I'm thinking of building a summer home out here.
All right. Let's just all get onto the platform and get this over with. Dwyer walks over, steps on the platform. He's like, "Okay, doesn't seem like anything's happening yet."
Fada will also do a perception check, and that will be a 23 for her. Because Charming did not say what would happen if they stepped onto the platform necessarily.
Alright.
How would Charming know? It's a floating platform.
Exactly.
Looking it over, Fadov, you think that this thing might be kind of magical? Have something like, if you step on it the right way, it might go down. If you step on it the wrong way, it might go up. Or maybe the right way, if you're down, then it goes up, or something. You're not sure how exactly the mechanic behind it works.
Okay,
It seems to go up and down.
then I will do an Arcana check. And I keep dropping my dice. Okay.
Harvey
So-
just sits on the platform.
Arcana check 16.
Alright. Examining it a little further, you pick up on a couple of small runes on the bottom, on the platform. One of them is the Hylian symbol, which you, of course, being Hylian, would know as the Hylian symbol for up. The other being the Hylian symbol for down. You're pretty sure you can guess what that means.
So it just reads up and down on it.
Yeah. There's
That's useful.
one symbol that says up, there's one symbol that reads down.
Okay. So I know where the symbols are located and know where they correspond to on the top of the disc.
Yes.
Okay.
How big is this
So-
disc anyways? Like, can we all fit on it?
Probably big enough for two people standing side by side just to get onto it.
Fadav will point the locations of the runes to the other people, telling them which one is which.
He's like, "Okay." Dwyer's actually going to quickly go into his pack, get out a rope, unfurl a little bit, then hand one end to fade out. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna press the down. I'm gonna press the rune that says down. Like, if this thing moves down, then the rest of you can climb down that rope. All right?"
There's also an up rune, remember? You could just press that and send it back up.
Yeah, but this way it'll be faster. At that point, he presses the down rune with his foot.
Okay.
Alright. You
Who are on
press-
the please
Charming
now.
is going to call down. It's very brave of you to go alone.
You press the down rune on the platform. The platform does in fact descend fairly slowly. In fact, it seems as though a second disc kind of pops out from above you and kind of floats down with you, almost as if it's supposed to be some sort of a ceiling to whatever the disc is.
Does be like, oh, that sort of screws over my plan. When he looks up and sees that.
The disc slowly moves down until finally it lands inside of a small circular inlet in the floor. At this point, you can kind of see off in two directions. Ahead of you in both directions is a room on either side. The western room is a bit bigger than the eastern room, but both of them have pillars just kind of like standing in the middle of the room.
So what will Dwyer do? Will he send the elevator back up for the rest of the party?
Dwyer's going to step off. Is going to step off the thing, so sort of curse in Orcish about how the thing is stupidly made. Then he's going to tap the up ruin back when to send it back up. Hopefully, them getting the idea that he stepped off the platform. There's room for him. Again, knowing Charming.
Alright. Pressing the up rune, the platform ascends back up. Once again, the ceiling portion seems to go up into the roof and kind of disappear. So it's now on there.
He's going to get on.
Fade will get on.
Alright.
Oh, Charming mashes the up rune.
Fade will
Nothing happens. He does it again. Mario, why isn't this working?
Okay.
Fade will tap the down rune, resisting the urge to smack him on the upside of the head with her mace.
Just rubbing his face at the moment. We're next.
Fortunately, Charming stops hitting the up rune after you hit the down rune, and as we descend, he turns to Fade of, "Well done, Mario!" Slap.
Oh.
Beta raises her shield to block it.
How do you block his hand when it's coming out of your back?
She turns quickly.
Okay, I'll just use his other hand.
Oh dear.
Nice reflexes, Mario.
Dwyer, who's sort of sitting down there waiting for them to would see them coming down. Is like, so Charming didn't think that the thing ate me. Huh, I expected him to.
Fade looks at him and asks, "Please tell me when I can kill him."
I'm trying to figure that out myself. I'm guessing, but for right now we can. But from what I've seen, it's going to be pretty tough for us to kill him. No. He somehow. Now this may sound weird, but he somehow managed to shrug off a bunch of giant turtles throwing themselves at him.
All right.
Just send the elevator back up, and then they'll come, so everyone else can come down.
Yep. Fade will tap the up rune.
Who are down and who are up now?
Regardless of whether or not it's dark, Charming is just going to pick up the glowing rock that he tossed down.
I think it's me, Ryu, you, and Anna.
Yeah, Anna's still up at the top at the moment.
Okay.
At this point, I would just assume that the rest of the party makes their way down.
Yeah,
After
let's do that.
raising and lowering the elevator and so on.
Yeah.
That is awful design. That elevator.
Okay, we've got a room to the east, and we've got a room to the west. Which way do we go?
Well, we have no idea what's in here, so we can go either.
Okay. Okay. I'll do what then I'll go by what my great grandfather once told me. Always head the right way. So which way's right?
Okay, Hulk's gonna do a search check on the ground.
Alright. What exactly are you attempting to search for?
Tell you in a second once I find out what my search is.
Investigation?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Whatever it is. Where is it? What?
If you're looking for tracks, I think that
There it
is
is, yeah.
survival.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I guess it would be survival. It would be intel. Yeah, I could try that in survival instead. Have a better chance. Anyway, okay, 22 on survival check. So I'm checking mostly the ground. I'm guessing this place is pretty old, so dust. He's checking to see where the dust has either been kicked up or moved recently, because it's also sandy outside, where like sand, stuff like that.
Right. It does seem as though this place is much more, what's the word, like clean than it should be for an empty and unused palace, as Link claimed it to be. Yeah.
Okay. Paul's going to make mention of that.
Interesting.
So it's clean. What's the big deal?
We might find something if we head to the room that appears the largest, as it is possible that whoever cleaned it would find that a much better place to set up underground.
And I was going to mention, this place was supposed to be abandoned.
Well, didn't we? Well, oh. I probably should have stuck around to learn about that instead of quizzing the guards. Yeah, well.
Which of the two passageways is larger?
The western passageway seems to lead to a large room. You think you can see a hallway beyond even that?
That's the way Max is gonna go. Onward!
Hulk's going to notch an arrow. Not pulling it full drawn, but he's going to keep it on his bow. Being ready to shoot.
Jada will put a hand on her mace.
Max ready with his sword and shield.
Dwyer chuckles, a mote of fire appearing in his right hand. He's like, "Oh, I am so ready to burn something."
Charming. I would like you to make a dexterity check, please. Actually,
Alright.
no, excuse me. Make a strength check, not a dexterity check.
A strength, that's even better. 24.
24? Alright.
It would have been a 19 if it was dexterity.
Yeah, I would have beaten it either way. A massive black hand drops from the sky and tries to grab hold of you. You manage to wrestle out of it with ease.
Not these things again.
Dwyer's going to look at Theda and say, "Okay, what the hell was that?"
Where does
I
it
have
go
no
after I
clue.
get out of it?
It's on the ground. It hasn't moved away or anything.
Wow,
I'm
that's
gonna
actually
attack
Kill
the
it.
damn thing.
Yeah.
Shoot it. Just get rid of it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Yeah, that's actually going to activate Hulk's too. So Hulk's going to shoot it.
Right? That's what I figured, is that you guys would immediately attack it. So
18 versus AC.
Yep.
Oh, do we have the initiatives already?
Don't worry about initiatives until after you all get your essentially like a surprise round attack on it. Ready to actions.
And forward
okay.
action.
16 hits it. Will 16 hit its AC?
Yes.
At 14. And it's 4 damage, by the way.
4 damage.
I suppose I'm rolling as well then.
Ooh, 22 versus AC for my magic. Finally, something good.
Nice.
So yeah, give me a moment.
He'll take 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 damage. Nice.
Rolled on 8.
Rolled an 8. 8 damage.
No,
No,
I
8
mean
versus AC.
versus
I think
AC.
Versus AC. Yeah, that's a hit still.
Oh, okay.
He has low AC then.
It has very low AC.
3
It's
fire
a
damage.
hand. 3 fire damage.
Yep, 3 fire damage.
Alright.
Punching it for 7 damage.
Punching it for 7 damage. Alright. All of your attacks go off, slamming into the hand creature. The hand creature screeches in pain and then erupts into black fire, which then the creature then disappears along with the black fire.
Huh.
Again,
Well done, everyone. Nicely killed.
Didn't even have to do anything.
Dwyer again reiterates his question to Fadov. What the hell was that thing?
I have no clue. Although I would have loved to do... I probably might have been able to determine its nature if we had something left of it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to. Yeah, I kind of wanted to take a bit of it back myself because that thing just fascinated me because it's a giant hand. What the hell?
Where did it come from? Like from the ceiling? Would I know that?
It did drop from above you, so you could probably easily guess that it came from the ceiling.
Okay.
Wait.
Charming is going to put his sword up against his shoulder so that it's sticking up, and then continue on.
I guess the
Alright.
vault would have saw it drop from the sky.
Yeah, probably.
Hall's gonna look up.
Alright. You look up. You don't see any more things above you. However, looking back down afterwards, you notice shadows on the floor.
It's okay. Holt's going to tell them to stop and look down for a second.
Halt's telling the party to look down.
Yeah.
Okay. Fadov will do a nature check on those shadows. That will be a 29.
Alrighty.
Rolled a 19.
How are you getting plus 10 to that?
Knowledge domain. Knowledge clerical domain.
That gives you expertise, doesn't it? Like, unless you double your proficiency bonus?
Yeah. No, it's double. Yeah, double. Wait, let me find it.
Yeah, I'm about to go look at that too. If I can find it. I think this is it. No, that's paladins. That's clerics.
Yeah, you could choose 2 of those intelligence-based skills, and your
Yeah.
proficiency bonus is doubled.
Oh.
Right now, your proficiency is 2, so
Oh, okay. So I got that messed up. Okay.
Oops.
Never. Well, I still rolled a 19, so that would be 4. So that was plus. It's still a plus 7.
yeah, it's still
That's
respectable,
still
but
pretty
it's
good,
not
yeah.
plus 10.
Yeah.
It's
Still.
yeah. It's so
Sorry. Yeah.
So
Anyways.
yeah, examining the shadows, you can determine that there seems to be a connection between that hand and these shadows. It's almost like the hand is lying in wait above you, but not visibly somehow, yet it's casting a shadow.
Okay.
Don't those
Selena
things
will
usually
mutter,
drop
if
on
only
you
I
and see a
could
shadow?
see it.
Dora's like, okay, let's try to capture this next one alive. I want to take it apart to see how it ticks. Anyone close to Dora would at that point see that his left eye is starting to twitch a little bit.
Well, if you want to capture it, then you might as well be the one to grapple it. I'm not going to try that.
Alright, who's bait?
Charming is just gonna keep his sword pointed up so that anything that drops on him is going to get impaled.
This guy charming towards the next shadow. Like, keep doing that, buddy.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're moving ahead then, if we're...
Moving ahead with Charming in the front, having his sword pointed up, that sort of thing with usual marching order.
Right. So
Yep.
moving forward, avoiding the shadows. You walk further down the hall, or further down the room, until finally you come to the hall. It's a small little passageway for just a moment, and that opens up into a massive room. Everybody roll initiative, because inside of this room is about 10 little blue oozes.
Alright.
14.
14?
17.
Was it 14 or 13? Fadov, I heard 17. Charming was 6. It was 19 for Uzuki. 12 for Andy. 19 for Halt. Ryu got 11. Dwyer got 12. Anna got 18 plus Dex. 19. I'm guessing Halt's Dex is probably higher than 1.
Yes, it's 15.
Okie dokie dokie. Yeah, Anna rolled a 19 with her Dex. And the oozes. These little oozy things, they got a... well, they're going after Ryu because I highly doubt Ryu has a dexterity modifier under -2.
Yeah, he's a rogue. He's totally that slow.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's those chain balls they put on me last time I got caught.
So...
He never bothered to take him off.
Too lazy. And I can't fit the lock. Saved my life.
Their initiative is 11. Alright, so in this massive room, there are 10 blobs of ooze. Each one of them is
Oh joy.
all over the
oozes.
place, really. Let's see. I would say that the room is probably about 60 foot in length. The slimes are roughly 10 to 20 feet apart from each other. The first couple of slimes are right near the front of the passageway, maybe 20 feet in. I copied that too many times. Alright. Let's see. So it's Halt's initiative first.
Alright, so I see slimes.
Yep.
I doubt it, but I'm gonna shoot it with my bow. I have a very bad feeling that I could do 13.
Yeah.
See if I can do damage to it. 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Yeah. Which
Right.
one? Which one are you shooting at? Well, the ones in the front.
One of the ones in the front. I'm not gonna go for the back ones yet.
Okay.
Might as well make the ones in the front first.
So that was 7 damage.
4.
4.
And I have no reason to move closer.
Alrighty. Yeah. Looks like Anna gets to go. What is she going to do? I wonder.
Make the tank untouchable.
Now, Beta
Yeah.
has an 18 AC. Just
Yeah. She will use 2 points. Charming and Faydove both gain +5 to AC until her next turn. That's her bonus action. She's then going to throw a blast of cold air at the one that was shot. And that is going to be a successful saving throw. Let's see. Yeah, that is definitely a successful saving throw. So it will only take half damage from... Okay, it takes no damage at all. Half damage of 1 is, well, nothing. Faydove.
okay. Selena will go to the slime that has been hurt. Actually, no. But she's going to stay back a bit. And she will cast Sacred Flame, leaving her mace and her belt for now. So, the one that has already been hit must make a dexterity saving throw, beating a 13.
10.
Okay. So it will take 3 damage. 3 radiant damage.
3 radiant damage. Alrighty.
And that's it.
Alrighty. Harvey.
Well, since Harvey is at 15 AC and didn't get the shield, he's going to go to the slimes anyways and hit the one that is hurt with the sword.
Alright.
It's a 21 to AC.
Yep.
8 damage.
8 damage. Alrighty.
He's still alive.
Yep.
Well, punching it as a bonus action.
Alright.
And 24 to AC.
Yep.
And that's 6 damage.
It is definitely hurt.
Still not dead. Well, staying there. And hoping they don't hit me.
Alright. Dwyer.
You're the one who ran out.
I
They're
know.
probably gonna go for you.
And you ran out before Charming.
I know. Can't be
Okay.
helped.
Don't worry, the slimes always go for the girls first.
Hey!
So, Dwyer.
Anyway, Dwyer's going to fire a ray of frost at one of the slimes in the back. One of the slimes in the back because it's only a 40-foot room and this has a 60-foot range. So one of the slimes in the back will a 9 hit AC.
Yes it will.
Oh goody. Then this will take see how much damage. It takes 1 frost damage and its speed is reduced by 10. Even when I hit, I don't do much damage. That's wild magic for you.
Cold damage. 1 cold damage. The creature seems resistant to your cold damage.
He's like, I managed to hit the thing with my magic, and it's somehow resistant. He's like, okay, don't use ice on it. They're resistant to ice.
Any chance they're resistant to all magic?
Well, no, they're not, because Selena just used Sacred Flame on them. Fada just used Sacred Flame on them. There.
Yeah. Radiant damage
True.
seemed to deal standard damage. Just
Makes sense.
The two cold attacks that were sent at it didn't seem to have really done nothing at all.
Yeah, I was just seeing a pattern of no magic, and I'm like,
He's like,
Yeah.
At that point, Dwyer turns to Ryu. He's like, okay, bud, light him up.
The Ryu.
time for some fire. How many am I going to be able to hit with this cone?
Wait until they get closer.
Yeah. I'd probably wait till they get closer.
They're all gonna come to us. Wait until they bunch up. That way you can hit as many as you can.
True.
Yep.
I'll just shoot one with an arrow for now.
Alright.
Let's see. Rolling the AC check. Got an 18 on my dice roll.
Yeah, it's a hit.
And the short bow is just a... But this... I wouldn't figure this would be the surprise attack dice roll too, would it?
No, this is the first round of combat.
Actually,
But if they haven't moved yet, then you should be able to get your sneak
yeah.
attack.
Yeah,
yeah, you can sneak attack
that's
though.
the point.
Yeah, so 2
They
rolls
haven't
now.
moved yet, no.
And they send it next to me, anyways. Or
Yeah.
how does the sneak attack work?
Got a 4 and a 6.
Alright. You're attacking the one that's been injured multiple times now?
Yeah, might as well kill that thing off.
Alright. It's dead.
I really need to start saying that before I start that.
The creature bursts into black fire and then evaporates.
Well, that's new.
Not too new. I
Not
mean,
exactly. The hand
thing
did
it.
that.
Well, I know,
Dwyer's
but I've never seen an arrow do that to something.
like,
It's-
huh. So it wasn't just the hand, it was the... He's like, oh, great. So all monsters in this world burst into those black flames. Crap, I'm not going to be able to harvest their parts. I want to harvest their parts for my for magic later. Nah.
Alright. So, the slimes get to go. All of the slimes move 10 feet. That is their movement speed. That said, one of the slimes does not move 10 feet because it is frozen to the ground because it has a negative 10 to its speed, and its speed is 10, so it doesn't get to move. One of the slimes does not move because there is, in fact, a a gnome in front of him.
Yep.
Eh. 11 to AC?
No, doesn't hit luckily enough.
I didn't think so. It jumps at you. You dodge out of the way. That said, Charming.
Alright, well, the little guy ran off to fight the slimes alone, so that's bad. Charming is going to turn to Faydove. Mario, hold them here! And then he's going to run off and attack the slime that just tried to slime Harvey, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 24 to hit,
Yep.
and that will be 7 slashing damage.
7 damage. Alright.
And that'll be it.
Halt.
Alright, so, well, I don't have to move, so I'm just going to keep shooting from where I am. No reason to do anything else. I'm going to shoot the one that's frozen
Alright.
for 19.
Yep.
7 damage.
7 damage. Nice. Alright.
Alright, that will be it for me.
Alright. Anna. What will Anna do? I wonder. Well, seeing that freeze isn't really being beneficial at the moment, yeah, she's gonna unleash a line of fire on some of these guys. There's 3 in her line, so they all have to make saving throws. Yeah. One of them crit fails on the saving throw, but the others manage to save. They will all take... Well, the one that doesn't save is going to take 7 damage. The 2 that did save are going to take half of that. Actually, hang on. I had that wrong. So, burst of fire flies forward. You notice that all of the slimes that just got hit by the flames, they didn't seem to really react to the fire. They look a little injured, but not by much. That said, because he ran in there, shield on Harvey. Also, whose AC is the lowest out of the people in the front?
Well, that would
Harvey.
be Harvey since you shielded the others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got Harvey and Charming that are sort of out in the field. We've got Faydove, who's at the entrance to the tunnel.
Yes,
And then we have
18.
all of our squishy, rangy people behind her.
3 rangy people behind that. Alright. Yeah, Charming really seems to be fine, so she's just gonna shield Harvey. So,
Oh, okay.
Faydove.
Okay. So, Theta will cast Sacred Flame again, It's a level 0 spell, so just,
Cantrips, gotta love them.
yeah. And she will not aim at the frozen one because yeah, she will aim at the frozen one too. So it's frozen solid, right? Does that mean it can't make a dexterity saving throw?
That is a question. It would probably have disadvantage on its saving throws. No, it would essentially be paralyzed, so it would automatically fail strength and dexterity
Okay.
saving throws.
Well, I didn't do too much damage, only 2. It's only a single d8 that I'm rolling for damage.
Yeah.
But that'll be it.
It's too bad you're not within 5 feet of it. 'Cause it would count as an automatic crit if you were.
Talk about a ghost from the past.
They said 2 damage,
Yep.
2 radiant. Alrighty.
As I level up, I'll be able to add more dice to it.
Harvey.
Right, where are the slimes again?
There's one slime right in front of you, and the others are approaching very quickly. On their next turn, there will be about 2 slimes that are right next to you.
Oh, Maximilian, should we back down or do we fight here?
You hurry back. I'll hold them here.
No, I'm not leaving you alone here. So.
You're a brave man. Slap.
Ouch! And that moves him to attack the slime.
Alright.
That's a 10 versus AC.
Yep.
Six piercing, and 10 punching it.
Alright.
18 suits hit.
Yep.
That's 7 damage. Managed to
Nice.
use the momentum on something from the slap.
Nice. Alright. It is still up, but it is hurting.
Okay, that's it.
Dwyer.
Okay. Monkey dokie. Let's see. Double check. Have to double check one of my cantrips real fast. So. Yeah. Oh well, the little guy's still frozen. So acid splash on the one that's been that I froze and Fate of lit up with her sacred flame. So yeah.
Alright.
But so, and that's a dexterity saving throw against it. But as you said, it's paralyzed, so it's an automatic success.
Yep.
Well, it's not automatic failure for it. So 1d6 acid damage, 2 acid damage to it.
2 acid damage. Alright.
Yeah, they just see him hurl a big old green bubble at the thing.
A big green bubble splashes on top of the creature. It doesn't seem to really notice.
Great. Looks like none of my attacks are working. Well, except the fact that I managed to freeze it.
Which I believe it is now unfrozen at the end of your turn.
Yep, because I didn't rare frost it again. Man, I'm not doing that good on damage tonight. Oh well, next.
Alrighty. Ryu.
Alright, I'm gonna be shooting with my bow and targeting the one next to Harvey.
Alright.
See, I'm learning. I got a 20 on the dice roll.
Yep. 20 on. So you got a crit?
Yep.
Alright. Roll
So
that
that's-
twice.
Yep. Ugh. Well, the first one's a 4 while rolling halfway across my room. And the other one's a 5, so a 9.
9. Is that with your sneak attack? You should get sneak attack because you're next to, because you have an ally next to it too.
Well, that means I got to throw one more dice then.
Well, that would also get doubled, so you'd have to throw 2 more dice.
Yeah, it's a total of 4d6.
46.
Because what you do is, you figure out what damage you would roll. It would be, weapon, sneak attack, and whatever other bonuses, plus your modifier, in this case your dexterity modifier. And then what you do for critical is you take all of those dice and roll them twice instead of once. You add the whole thing up.
Right.
So what you have now, you've got 1d6 from your bow, plus your dexterity mod. That's your normal damage. Because you're targeting an ally, targeting an enemy adjacent to an ally, you can add your sneak attack. Normally that's 2d6 plus your modifier. But because you got a critical hit, you take those dice, the 2d6, roll them again. So it's 4d6 plus your dexterity mod.
Right.
So it's 7, 9, that's 16 plus the 2 on dexterity. That's 19, I believe.
19 damage, nice. You shoot it with an arrow, it explodes in a massive splorch from that shot.
Yeah.
Nice shooting, Tex.
There's some reason I got that exploding bolt.
Some slime kind of splats over both Charming and Harvey.
Save some of that slime! For the love of God, save some of that slime!
Alright.
Going to pocket the slime.
Slimes. Again, all the slimes are going to move 10 feet. This is going to put 2 of the slimes in the vicinity of Charming and Harvey. So, never mind. They're both going to just outright fail those rolls. Yeah. So they both jump at both of you. Nothing happens because you just kind of dodge out of the way. Charming.
Alright. The closest one to me, I'm going to swing with my sword. That'll be a 16 to hit.
Yep.
And 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage. Alrighty. That is
And
that.
And that's it.
Halt. Muted?
I be muted. I also rolled a 5. But yeah, I was thinking for the ones closer to my party members.
Alright. 5 versus AC.
Yep.
Miss.
Error. Oh, wait a minute. I keep forgetting. Will a 7 hit?
No, it still wouldn't hit.
Damn, I keep forgetting about my archery style.
Alright.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1. No wonder.
That's definitely would have missed then.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm not moving any closer.
Alright. Oh, Anna's going to take note of their resistance to just about everything. She's going
Radiant
to
damage is working pretty well.
she's going to point her finger into the air and she's going to shout out, "PK Thunder!" To this she's going to use 2 points. Alright, that's gonna happen there. And so those 2 slimes are going to fail and fail their dexterity saving throws. In which case, she is going to deal 5 and 3 damage. Alright. So lightning strikes both of the slimes. They actually seem to take damage from that. Shield on Halt. Or not Halt. Harvey. And that is that. Fate of.
Okay, once more. Okay, which slimes are still standing?
Only 2 of them have died so far.
Uh,
So, pretty much everything else.
so, whichever one is closest to my party members must make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Probably the injured one.
Yeah. There's 2 that are right next to both Charming and Harvey. I would assume that you would go for the weaker one.
Yeah.
Dexterity save of 14.
That will be a save. So that's half damage if they save.
On Sacred Flame,
It says nothing from what I have.
then it might not deal half damage. I think it has to say that it deals half damage in order for
Okay.
it to deal half. Let me double check, but the target gains no benefit from cover. Yeah, the target must succeed on a dex save or take 1d8 radiant damage. Does not deal half damage.
Okay.
So, alright. In that case, Harvey.
Well, going to hit the hurting one with the sword again. Not really much else to do.
Yep.
Oh, does that 12 hit?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They have low AC.
But not low enough.
7 damage.
7 damage. Alrighty.
And punching, and I wrote on 8 versus AC.
That is a hit.
Still, okay.
That is its AC, actually.
Yeah, because I rolled a 7. Still crit miss, but still, I rolled a 7.
Well, okay. 6 damage.
Alright. It's definitely hurting.
Hooray! And again, sticking there.
Alright. Dwyer.
Okay. Firebolt to the one that's been the one that's been hurt a lot. 10 versus AC, which I'm guessing is a hit.
Yep.
Okay. And now for the damage. 6 damage. Finally, some decent damage.
Finally.
Well,
That's
6 fire
firebolt?
damage.
Yeah, 6 fire damage. It seems to resist the majority of it. It's still standing.
Ah,
Well, standing as any ooze stands, anyway. It's alive. I'll put it that way.
well, so let's see. They're about. Let's see. Charming and I'm sorry, John. I keep forgetting you guys' name.
That's Harvey.
Harvey. Right. They're about 30 feet away from everyone else, right? If so, then Dwyer is actually going to move right behind Charming.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, why?
Out of curiosity, mainly because his only good attack, the only attack that the only cantrip he has that they aren't resisting, is is at touch range, so yeah.
Yeah, might want to do that on your next turn.
That's why I had to move up.
On your next turn.
Yeah, because they get a turn before you, so you might want to move up.
Yeah, I'll save my
next
next
turn.
turn. So yeah, I'm done. I'm just cursing the fact that these things resist fire.
Ryu.
Yep. Okay. Which one of them has the one that has not been heard by Harvey and the others, but is right next to Harvey and Charming?
Yeah.
That's one I'm going after, and I ended up rolling a 19 and have a +2 dex, so it's 21.
Alright. 21.
And since it's next to them, it's the sneak attack, so that's 4 dice again, I believe.
That's only if you crit.
Yeah, it's only if you roll an unmodified 20. Like if the dice roll is 20.
Okay.
So,
Alright then, just 2.
just 2d6 plus your dex.
I got 9.
9. It is.
That was with the dex modifier.
Right. It is definitely hurting.
But that was the one that hasn't been attacked yet.
No, that one's been attacked a couple of times. It's just that
They
one.
both have?
Yeah. Just about everything's been attacked at this point. There's only 2 slimes that haven't taken any damage yet. Everything else has been hit at least once by something. So. Alright. All of the slimes are going to move 10 feet. This puts another 2 of them in range of Charming and Harvey. So, against Harvey, a crit and a crit miss. That's fun.
Well, I guess the crit hits then.
Right?
Unless it has negative. Do I still have the shield?
Hmm?
Do I still have the shield from Anna?
You do still have the shield from Anna, but it wouldn't help against a crit.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
So, you will take factoring in crit damage and acid damage and yada yada. 17 damage.
Ah, that goes to 0.
Ouch.
It's knocked out.
Ouch.
Ouch is right. Oof.
Oh my.
He was knocked out by its horrible smell.
Them crits. And never mind on French Charming, because something tells me that a 13 is not going to hit his AC.
Yup.
So there are 4 bots in range. There's 2 more within about 10 feet, and then 2 more after that. So Maximilian Charming.
Harvey, I will avenge you! And actually, okay. I rolled high on my impulse die, so he's going to attack the one that looks weakest. Rather than just attacking the one that killed Harvey.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a 12 to hit and 8 slashing damage.
Yep. He's down.
Cool. Yeah, he'll do it. I will, for my bonus action, use my action surge to give me another action, which I will use to attack. Let's see. I'll attack the one that killed Harvey.
Alright.
That's a 17 to hit and 8 damage.
And that one is down.
Excellent.
Lord, he did a side swing and knocked them both to death.
Yep.
I
I
can just
avenge
see
you,
him.
Harvey.
I can just see him now. He's like, I shall avenge you. Big sword swing, just middle like, yeah, and just both sides disappear. I'm like,
Right.
really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
The thing about him is that even he thinks he's a mighty warrior, but he actually is a mighty warrior. So his actions fuel his delusions.
Right?
Well, that's gonna be it for him.
Alright.
I'm done.
Halt!
Alright, well, So I
Just
guess
to
he's
note,
good.
when it does come to Fada's turn, she will be using Cure Wounds on Harvey.
The one Harvey got attacked was still up, right?
What?
The one that crit Harvey is still up.
No, Max
Okay.
took that one out.
Okay, I'm happy because I have food on the way, so
Yeah.
he might try take a shot. I guess I'll just shoot one close to them.
Okay.
Still, and a 9. I didn't crit miss.
9, yeah.
I didn't crit miss this time. I rolled a 3
Right.
for 8 damage.
For 8 damage. Nice. So, sorry, which one exactly was that?
I'm just shooting at the ones closer to our front line.
Okay, probably shooting at the one that looks the weakest.
Yep.
8 damage, you said?
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay. Anna, what are you going to do? Anna, seeing Harvey go down, being upset that her shield wasn't enough to protect him, she is going to spend 2 points, and that is going to be all of my d4s. That is 4, 4, 1, 4. You heal for 19 hit points.
Who does?
Harvey.
Okay, that's a full HP then.
She sneaks down to him. What the heck?
Dude, that wasn't just Phoenix down. That was Max Phoenix.
After that, she is going to use 2 PK points again to augment her psi paralysis. Yeah. Alright. That's gonna happen.
What just happened?
A blast of psychic energy shoots out from Anna and paralyzes the 2 slimes that are directly next to Charming there. That's what happened.
Harvey just blinks a bit and jumps up,
Interesting.
seeing that the battle is still going on.
And that was her bonus action and her normal action. So, fate of.
Okay. Well, saying Harvey up. She will do Sacred Flame on one of the remaining slimes.
It automatically fails.
Eh?
If it's paralyzed, it automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
So you just
Okay.
automatically deal damage to it.
5.
5 damage. And weaker slime, you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's still up, but it took quite a bit of damage from that.
Okay. That's it.
Alright. Harvey.
How many slimes are there still?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, that's a lot. And 2 next to me. guess-
There is one diagonal to you, and then one diagonal to Charming. Essentially, one directly in front of him, Charming, and then one diagonal to that. I should note that if you attack the one that is next to you, it counts as an automatic crit because it is paralyzed.
Oh, then I'm going to hit that with a sword.
Alrighty. I assume you're standing up first because you're
Ah, of course.
knocked prone.
Jumping up like.
You stand to your feet, ready your weapon, and you swing.
Is that crit automatic damage? Huh?
Hmm?
You said automatic crit.
I think you have to roll to hit, but considering it has an AC of 8, I don't think you're going to.
And you have advantage.
Yeah, plus you have advantage. So any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So if you can hit the slime, it's a crit.
That's a 19, and oh, I forgot to roll the second die for the damage. It was a 1, but 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright. Against the one that was the weakest, because that was the one diagonal to you, it goes down.
I don't have any movement, do I?
You do. I think it only takes
yeah.
half of your movement to stand up.
Oh, okay, then I can move to the other one and punch it.
So if you can hit that one, it automatically counts as a crit too.
And the advantage again?
It's paralyzed, you have advantage.
12 to hit and 7 damage.
Alright, that's with the crit.
Yeah, again 7. Except, well, it's a weaker attack, but anyways, yeah.
Right, that's fine. Alright, you punch it pretty hard in the face, if it has a face. It does have a face, actually. It's kind of odd.
Well, it's an unarmed attack, so maybe he kicks it.
Alright.
That's it then.
Alright. Dwyer.
Okay, let's see. Well, seeing as one of the slimes is paralyzed, then it's what, about 30 feet away from the guys in the back, or it'd be more around.
Something like that.
Yep. So Dwyer's actually going to run over to it, which would probably surprise the party, considering he usually stays back. And he's going to cast Shocking Grasp on the one that Harvey just kicked.
Alright. If you can hit, that's a crit, because it's within 5 feet of you.
Yep. And technically I have advantage, so 2 rolls, so
Yep.
19 and nat 20. So yeah.
Crit either way.
Yep.
What a waste of a crit.
Now well. Still 2d8 damage of lightning damage.
2d8 damage is pretty good.
Oh, come on! Only 2 lightning damage? You gotta be kidding me.
Wow, you rolled a
Snake
1 on
eyes?
both of those.
He snake eyes my
Good
crit damage.
job.
Wow. Wow.
That's just that.
Wow.
Screw you, rolls. You're screwing me over on the damage today. I can hit for.
Just realized I was muted. It's almost like that. It's almost as bad as whenever Emily critted on Syndra and only took 1 damage.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but oh well.
That's wild magic.
He's like, darn you, wild magic.
What can you do? Alright, so, Ryu.
Yeah, what's the layout in the critters again? I know they're
there's-
within range of everything, but still.
Yeah, there's one that's next to Charming. There's 2 more that are about 5 feet away from that. There's another one that's about 10 feet away from that. And then there's one that's 20 feet away from that. Because it still hasn't gotten a chance to move yet.
Alright, I'll shoot the one next to Charming.
Alright. Yeah, there's still 5 slimes.
4 and 8.
4 and 8. 8 will hit.
And it's next to the buddy, so I get 2 dice for my bow attack.
Yep.
Really? Rye, stop sending me your bad luck, man.
Wild magic.
I got a 2, a 1, and a +2 in the dexterity, so 5.
5. Alrighty.
When in doubt, blame the wild magic.
Wild
Yep.
magic nothing, man. I don't use wild magic. It's supposed to be your turf, man.
Well, there's a lot of wild magic in the area because Dwyer's been casting, so, it's been kind of wonky.
Oh, great. So it's come back and shot me in the rear. I was aiming.
Alright, so if that's it for Ryu, slimes are gonna move up. The one that is paralyzed obviously can't do anything. The other 3 that were within 10 feet can. One's going to step up to Harvey. 21.
That's a hit.
Lots of damage.
Oh, not again.
14 with 8 of that being acid.
Does that change anything?
No, it's just acid damage in case that matters.
Well, that leaves me to 3 HP.
And here I thought we were going to have to buy you another pine box.
Hey! Net crit on Charming!
Okay.
Oh my!
Tori's like, about time you hit me.
The slime jumps at charging, slapping him in the face. He takes a whopping 5 bludgeoning damage.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, hang on.
Charming.
I didn't roll the acid damage. Hang on. An extra 7 acid damage as well.
Okay.
And
I'm bloodied.
and the last
Wow.
one
The meat
against
stick has got deputy.
yeah, 15 against Harvey.
That's a hit.
That's
Just
a hit.
barely.
Oh, jeez.
He get no, that's right. He didn't get shielded because Anna paralyzed.
Yeah, and a paralyzed and healed. Well, 7 damage normally, and then another 6 acid damage.
What were those measurements for the pine box again?
It's not an instant kill, it's just unconscious. Unconscious then.
Alrighty, you're unconscious with 0. Yeah, Anna's not happy about the fact that you just went down again. The other slime is still way in the back, about 10 feet away. And Charming!
So there's one of them that's paralyzed still?
Yeah, one of them that's paralyzed, and then one of them that smacked you in the face.
Okay. And one of them that brought Harvey down
One of
again.
them that brought Harvey down again, yes.
I will avenge you again! I'm going to, actually, let's see. I have to roll impulse.
Going to give you
Okay.
unconscious
Roll
time's up at her.
I'm going to
Maximilian.
attack the paralyzed one first.
Alright.
Well, only, because that's the only one I can attack. So that's going to be 17 damage on that one.
Yeah, he's dead.
He better be.
Right?
And, I can't use my action surge, because I already used it. So, yeah. That's it for me.
Okay.
Alright, halt.
Alright, well, I saw Charming get hit, and as much as it dreads him, he's going to hit the one that hit Charming.
Alright.
16.
Yep.
And it'll be 3 piercing damage.
3 damage. Alrighty.
Not rolling high on my damage rolls today.
I don't think anybody is. Except Charming over there.
Except the slimes over here who have knocked out poor Harvey twice in the same combat.
And Charming,
Charming
he just
over
got
here's got
crit
3
for
of these
9
things on his own.
damage.
Right?
Yeah, I know, right? I should have put Hunter's Mark on this fight, but oh well. But I only have 1 spot left, so slot left.
Yeah, the one time I managed to actually get a crit, I snake eyes it.
Right. Alright. How does she want to do this? Well, she will life up again for Harvey. Max. I literally maxed out that roll. 24. That is the max she can roll on that.
Well, he's back conscious again and apparently not harmed in any way.
That said, she's just gonna paralyze everything. Like, seriously, there's 4 of them. She's just gonna smack them all with paralyze. Draining 4 of her points, she's going to slap every single one of them with a PK paralyze. And every single one of them is paralyzed. She's not happy.
She threw 4 boomerangs.
Alright, so, Fadovs.
Okay. Well, so they're all paralyzed. That means that if I move within 5 feet of my crit,
Yep.
if I do a melee,
Yep, if you can hit them with a melee attack, you gotta hit them with a melee attack. But then they also have 8 AC, so you shouldn't miss.
Yeah, so if you roll a 1 or 2 or a 1 or a 2 on 2d20 on both of them, then you miss. Otherwise, you crit.
Right?
okay. So, what are the locations of the remaining slimes?
There is one about 10 feet in the back, and then all 3 of them are kind of in front of Charming, like, you know, one diagonally, one in front, and then one diagonally.
Okay. I will go for the one that's diagonal from him that's closest to me. So, yeah.
All
Well-
slime.
13, that'll hit.
Yep,
So, I get to roll 6 d10s for damage.
nice.
6d10? What are you attacking with?
I am using a level 1 spell slot to cast Inflict Wounds.
Right.
Nice.
Okay, so, it's a 5, 6, 7, 10. Then that's 16 damage.
Is it only 16 damage? I'm surprised.
I rolled 2 1s, 3 2s, and a 6.
Yeah. No, you roll low numbers, that's what happens. Just 12, 16 damage on a,
I mean, the minimum I could roll was 6.
yeah.
But the maximum was 60.
Right? The 16, I mean, it's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty low roll, but those things happen.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe that warlock is cursing you.
think he cursed us all.
Alright, so that happens. Harvey.
Okay, which one is most hurt and close to me?
The one that is the most hurt is the one on the opposite side of you. The one that took you down is the second lowest of the three.
Okay, I have it next to me then.
Yep.
Well, I'll hit
right
that
in front
one.
of you. Alright, standing up and then swinging.
Well, that was a crit roll.
Wow.
13 damage with the sword and then punching it for 8 damage. Both are crits. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
supposed to do it. Crit, right?
Yeah, if you roll a hit on the creature, again it has 8 AC, so you probably won't miss.
Yeah,
But
both hit.
if
13
yeah,
and 8.
13 and 8. Alright, yep.
It didn't die.
Hmm?
It didn't die, or
Oh,
is it?
sorry, I thought that was your... I thought 13 and 8 were your versus the AC.
Oh, no, they're damage.
Yeah, 13 plus 8 damage against it for damage. You smack it so hard that it goes flying into the wall and splatters.
Well, I can
Oh,
use
wow.
the 8 on something else. I'm just. The 13 was the sword and 8 was the fist, but.
Yeah, well, you needed both of them in order to kill it.
Okay,
The
okay.
13
And
wouldn't have
punching it
killed
there.
Yep. You punch it so hard it goes flying and goes splat against the wall.
Ah, there we go, finally.
Alrighty.
And instead, stepping behind Maximilian.
It's
Alright.
like, don't slap me again.
Dwyer.
Okay, is the one that looks most hurt still there? Still the one that is the one that fate of hit really hard, or is it a different one? The one that killed Harvey.
The one that's really hurt right now is the one that Fadov hit.
Okay, well, go walk over to that and then shock and grasp the crap out of it.
Alrighty.
So, 13 and that 20. Damn it! Oh well, still 2D. Still, here's 2D8. Let's hope I don't snake eyes this time.
Right.
Hey, 11 lightning damage to. Well,
And you reach out for the slime, you grab hold of it, you give it a great big shock, and the thing bursts into flames.
Flames.
Well, I thought we were splattered all over him like it did the other one.
Well, after they've splattered, then they've all burst into flames after. So.
Does that mean Charming has flames on him?
No.
That's kind of what I was thinking. He's like, he had slime everywhere and it started bursting into flames. Woo!
The flames only last for a second as the creature evaporates, so. They're
Well,
not
so much for saving
harmful.
that slime, eh, there, Dwyer?
shut it. I'm getting sick of these slimes anyway. No, they're not worth the hassle.
Alright. If there's nothing else. Ryu.
Alright. We've got, what, 2 slimes left now, or is it still
2
3?
slimes. 2 slimes.
Alright, which one's the furthest back?
You've got the one in front of Charming, and then one behind that that's about 10 feet back.
I'll aim for that one and get started on that one.
Alright. That one has taken a lot of damage already, so you might be able to kill it.
Well, let's see
You
what
don't
this
get
roll
the-
promises me then.
Just remember, you don't get the sneak attack on it if you aim that one.
Right.
Unless it's
And
paralyzed,
I
in
gotta-
which case he has advantage.
He does have advantage.
Oh, that's true.
So
he
I got
would
the
get
2
it.
dice for that too.
Yep, you get 2 dice for that.
Well, I got a 10.
That's still a hit.
Yep. Now for my damage dice. Let's see what comes up in this random world of crazy.
Oh, and don't forget, because he's paralyzed. Oh wait, it's not within 5 feet, so it's
Yeah,
not.
he's
right.
he's
My bad.
unfortunately shooting it with an arrow, so it's not within 5 feet of him.
And it's 10 damage, that's with the dexterity.
10 damage. You fire off your arrow, it goes thunk into the middle of the slime, and the slime goes sploot, and then bursts into flames.
Well, that leaves us with one enemy left. Everybody smack it.
Right. So, the remaining slime is paralyzed and can do nothing. Charming.
Squish that slime.
Back to the abyss, foul demon! Nat 20. Not that it matters.
Right.
But in character, it was really cool. And that's going to be 14 slashing damage.
14. It is still up, but just barely.
That's
Somebody
a cool
torch
hit,
this
though.
thing.
Alright. Halt.
Alright, so... I'm just gonna go ahead. Screw it. Hulk's gonna walk up, pull out his two short swords and just swing at it.
Alright. Crit.
Yeah, make sure I hit. Yeah, I hit both of them.
Right.
Oh, I haven't used short swords before, so it's D6, right?
Yes.
So 4d6 plus 2. 14 damage altogether.
Yeah. You slice the thing apart, it sploots and evaporates.
Well done, Halt! Slap.
Oh, it's bad. You called it too.
Oh.
Mark, before this session, Mark called that too.
Really?
Yes. Like Hulk crits, a high amount of damage. Good job, Elf. Slap.
Yeah.
Right. Alright. The room is clear of slime.
Okay.
Grab ourselves a short rest.
I'm hearing mic stuff.
Card.
There you go.
He already realized and got it.
Yeah. I didn't
Should we
hear
grab a
Mark
short
because
rest?
of that.
I think Harvey's the only one that really went down.
Yeah, I think I brought him back up to full health.
Yeah.
Twice.
Please.
Twice.
Oh,
Like-
sweet! I'm using my second wind, and I just regained 11 hit points.
Nice.
I'm back up to 21.
Alright.
It's a shame we couldn't keep
Okay, so
I'm-
Selena has the same health as... Fadov has the same health as Charming.
That's at 21.
I'm at 20.
Well, my max is 22.
Yeah, I'm at 20.
I'm still the same as always.
Fadov's max is 21. And she wasn't hit at all.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Alright.
See, they were all chasing Harvey all the time, and they didn't realize the rest of us were in here.
Yep.
Well, Harvey and Charming. Charming
and
did get
Charming.
hit.
They were the ones in the front.
One
Yeah,
of them
Charming got
realized I
attacked
was
as he
here.
covered.
I still can't believe I snake eyes on a crit. That was.
Harvey was the one who ran out first, so...
Right.
Hey, I would have laughed if we had been in the Metal Gear world, and then he had Snake Eyes, and that summoned Snake Eyes with a helicopter and a grenade launcher and started blasting things.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Well, Prince Max is going to look around. Is there anything in this room?
There is a small raised platform on the other side of the room.
Is there anything on top of it?
There seems to be... let me think here. How is this done? 1 second. I have to load something up that I didn't think I would need because I didn't...
If it's a small wooden chest, I am going to kick it open.
And if it's a smaller key, I'm just...
What do you
I
smoke?
don't have that
Yeah,
anymore,
we've-
actually. Yeah, I don't remember where I had that stuff anymore. Sorry, I made a map of Parappa Palace in RPG Maker, and now I don't remember. I don't think I have a copy of it anymore. I'm trying to think of what I put in this room. I know there was a switch that had to be hit, but I don't remember where.
If you can't remember, then just have a stumble on it.
Yeah. There is a race platform. I just remembered actually. There is a race platform, but there is nothing on the race platform. In the far the far corner, there is a gray switch type thing.
It's like a pressure plate.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Wait, switch. Zelda style, switch. Push it, step on it. Kind of switch.
All right. Max is going to jump on top of it.
Alright. Your weight pushes the switch down. You hear a doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And suddenly, there is a bright flash of light. Upon the raised platform is now a small wooden chest.
Max kicks it open
Alrighty.
and then looks inside.
Max kicks the chest open, and then looking inside, he reaches down and you hear da-na-na-na as he pulls a small silver key high above his head.
Told you so.
A text box.
Yeah,
Look,
that's all
guys!
that.
I
A random
found a
text
small
box.
key!
A random text box appears that says, "You found a small key. It can only be used in this dungeon." What?
Gordon's like, wait, where'd that music come from? And where'd that box of letters come from? Am I going insane again?
You're not the only one seeing it this time, and I think we might
They
drag
double say,
down
"Oh."
into this.
Playdove will say, "Oh, that's normal when you go into a dungeon."
That is normal?
Yes.
Oh,
You people call abnormal around here.
that's
I
that's
know.
why that question.
The dungeon's back home.
Abnormal
It's not
is giant
back.
rainbows coming from the sky.
Touche.
Touche.
But-
Touche.
Gordon's like, by the way, Miss Fadov, what kind?
Yes.
How do you know magic? Because I didn't bring it up earlier because light magic is because a light cantrip is pretty common. But how do you know magic? The type of magic that I'm used to seeing.
Why, my god Ogma grants it to me.
Agma.
Yes, the god of knowledge.
All right. Thanks for the info. I guess a few of our gods a few gods from our world do come to other worlds. Oh well. Dora's like, so, Max, what compelled you to lift that key high above your head?
I don't know. It just felt right.
Okay.
Can we take the chest with us?
Look, it hovers over my hands when I do it. Da 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 da.
You just see pinching his nose. My Owen, please someone help me. Yes, he is
I can
Father
make the
of
sound
Odin.
effect happen whenever I want. He holds the key up again. Da 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 da.
Owen, Owen, please help me. I'm about to kill him.
You see Plato's fingers twitching.
Charming, you may want to lay off the sound effect for right now. I don't think anyone wants to hear it constantly.
Da-na-na-na.
He wants the Hulk goes and just yanks the key out of his hands. Get here. Just give it here.
Out of curiosity, what happens if I hold the chest above my head like that?
Max, who took the chest, is going to hold it over his head. Does it do anything?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, I guess it's just for keys.
Or a
Oh.
hat.
I like this dungeon. I should come back here more often. Say, Mario, are all the dungeons like this?
In this land, yes. Fadov has given up trying to correct Charming on her name.
Oh, I should come to this land more often. These dungeons are magnificent.
Hey, Fadov, you want to leave him? If there's a chance, do you want to leave him behind? And come with us?
She nods quickly. Anything for him to stop calling me that.
Trust me, when we find Mario, the actual Mario, I think he'll clear it up. So at that point, he's like, "So, any other interest in this room, or should we backtrack?" And why do I have a feeling we're going to be doing that a lot?
There is another tunnel, remember?
Yeah, I was thinking about backtracking that way, but is there another entrance in this room? And we really haven't gotten a chance to look around.
Another tunnel from this room, I believe the description was.
No, there's once you got into this room, there was just the room. There was no more paths. So.
No.
Right, backtrack away. Let's go down the other hall.
Seems that way.
Let's go then.
Alright. Making your way back down the hall, you reach the elevator platform thing. There is a path further down that way.
Well, that's where we're going anyway.
Yeah, I figured.
Put Charming out in front.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, walking down the path some more, you come to a massive iron doorway. There's a massive chain across the doorway with a great big keyhole in the middle of it.
What color is the chain?
Silver.
What color is the chain?
What color is the chain? Like
Yeah, is it
silverish.
silver or gold?
Silverish iron.
Okay. Hold! The key!
Hulk's gonna walk over and put the key in the keyhole.
Alright. Stick the key in, turn the key. The key dissolves when you do so. As well, the chain disengages on the keyhole, dropping it to the ground. The door then slides up and is open.
Data will go through it.
Oh, wow.
Either way, Charmin. It's pretty much how it goes either way.
Max
Wait.
is going to go alongside Fate of.
Wait, what happened to the key?
I lean over next to Dwyer and say, "I'm glad I didn't use my lockpick and sit on that block. I kind of want to keep these things, you know."
Yeah, but do all locks do that?
Fada will say, it is normal in the dungeon.
Your world is weird.
It's
Wary.
How much gold do you people waste on making keys and then just poof, gone after a lock?
The key has returned to the chest in its hidden location for the next adventurers to come down here.
No, you're supposed to say, what's gold? We use rupees.
Mario! You mean these dungeons are repeatable?
Oh my god.
This is fantastic!
Oh, God. Oh, he's like, he looks, he's like, whoever's in charge of this world, please spare me from this guy.
There is a ringing. There is a ringing sound. You reach into your pocket and find a phone. You answer the phone. This is Din. I'm sorry, we can do nothing about this guy. But non-canon, of course, but why not? Let's just have some fun with that.
I take
so,
the phone from him and then say before they hang up, can you at least dump a pile of sand on him to quiet him down for a minute?
So, Harvey and Halt, As you enter this room beyond the door, as you're walking and everybody is continuing on down the path, you kind of happen to glance around and notice there's been something odd about these last few rooms. You're completely underground, but there are windows.
Hold,
Do we
hold
see-
on.
My head hurts.
While Miss is having her attack, it's I'm gonna move towards the window and look, kind of tap it without looking through it yet.
And Harvey does the same one out of their window.
You're checking out the windows.
Yeah, I'm not looking through it just yet. I'm tapping it.
Right.
Harvey's looking through.
Alright. Halt taps the windows. Harvey looks through the windows. You're not sure what you see beyond the window, but there's some kind of dark red something. I don't know.
So,
Right.
okay,
Have
we
eyes.
have dark vision, so we can't see through the dark.
You can't see through the dark. I'm mostly making a joke as to the fact that there are windows in Parappa Palace, but yet you're underground.
True. Okay, so we just see. Oh,
Yeah.
you see Hulk go, what the fuck? Whatever.
What
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
up with this place?
that makes no sense
They
to
double
me.
say it's the sand.
Yeah, it's the sand. I'm like, oh,
Why?
blame the architecture. I don't know.
We're in a desert. What does sand do over time? It piles up.
Why windows?
Dwyer get let's go over Halt's like, dude, I've given up on this place. Let's just keep going. Nothing
Okay.
will surprise me at this point.
Let's move on.
Right. Alright. Continuing along the path, you begin to hear a strange cackling noise.
Dwyer's like, oh, I am so not in the mood for this.
Oh Lord, what are we dealing with now? Cackling, evil sorcerers, some kind of midget in a toga?
Charming is going to, of course, ready his sword and shield.
Alrighty. Looking around the room to try to find the source of the cackling noise, or so I would assume you are doing, you notice that up near the ceiling there is a glowing blue skull bouncing back and forth between the walls. It is cackling at you.
Is that
Seriously?
is that
Slime?
It's in sight, right?
Yep. It's in sight. It is in the air, about 10 feet, but it's in
Well,
sight.
I can cast Sacred Flame on anything I can see.
Yep.
I'm just looking up at it like, really? Slimes, melting keys, and now flaming skulls with wings on their heads.
What next?
What is this place?
I'm
What
going to
next?
cast the Sacred Flame at it.
Alright.
Next thing you know, we find a three-headed dragon that shoots
I,
fire at
I
us.
rolled a 6 for
No,
damage
six.
if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
It looks like it does not fail it because it got a 21.
No. Oh.
Really? At least
Oh,
that's
that
his
thing's
level.
about like.
At least that's a cantrip.
Yep.
as soon as Dwyer sees the skull, he's gonna fire a ray of frost at the thing. So
Is it adjacent to Prince Max?
No, it's up in the ceiling.
Okay, but how high is the ceiling?
Basically up in the raptors.
About 10 feet from the ground.
Okay, that's not terribly high.
Well,
That's
I mean,
still sort of within reach.
yeah. I mean, like 10 feet above you. Like, that's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
The path that you're in is about the normal path is about 10 foot. Then you get into this room with like the windows, and that's now like 10 feet up. So it's like, I guess the room would be 20 feet tall.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
So, yeah, like I said, Dwyer's going to fire a ray of frost at the thing, and it's 15 to hit.
Yep.
It takes 2 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10, if that matters.
It cackles at you. It doesn't seem as if it was affected by it.
Is
All right,
everything in this world resistant to cold damage?
Well, it is on fire. It probably didn't notice too much.
I don't want to.
Fada's gonna try her Sacred Flame again.
Alright.
A 3 for damage this time.
3 for damage. If it fails, it will fail, and it will take 3 damage. It takes the damage, and it pops.
Pops.
It
Pops?
pops.
Is it like
Like a
dead,
bubble.
or did it just...
It pops like a bubble.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
It's a bubble. What? That's what the creature is called in Legend of Zelda. It's a bubble.
I know, but still.
It pops like a bubble.
That's bad, man.
Wait,
That's just
hold on.
bad.
Would that mean it would be called a bubble head?
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Let's keep moving.
Yep.
Just a note. At this
Yeah.
point, anything will start me laughing.
So, if Rye decided to randomly just start doing the polka dance, I don't see why you would do that, but
Continuing further on. Let's see. Continuing further on. You hear bones rattling.
really?
Do we
Skeleton.
see bones rattling?
Yes, actually. A skeleton drops from the ceiling in front of you. Unfortunately, it does not get the surprise off because of the fact that you heard it moving.
I'm like,
Why
oh
aren't
great,
they
there's the
always
rest
in
of the
the
body.
ceilings?
Hmm?
I was wondering, why are these things in the ceilings? How does a skeleton even get up there?
How does it stay up there? Is it just
That
hanging
is
from
a-
its
I
sword
love
butt?
these dungeons!
Just kill it and move on. I'm getting tired of this dungeon.
Hang on. Let me roll the skeletons initiative.
By the way, does bludgeoning still work against bones?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Bludgeoning is
Just
still good
checking.
against skeletons, but piercing is no longer bad against them. They took that out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well, how does it work when you use something that is good against something?
Depends. There's resistance, immunity, and vulnerability. Immunity means it takes no damage. Resistance and vulnerability mean the damage is either halved or doubled.
Ooh.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So if you hit something with a double,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
Now the second wind, did that require you to short rest to use?
I can use it once per short rest, and because I hadn't used it since the last short rest on Rainbow Road, then I used it now, which means I can't use it again until I take another short rest.
Until you take a short rest. Okay, so nobody
Which we
short
didn't do.
rested. Right. That's what I was checking to be sure, was whether or not people short rested. So in
Yeah,
that
that's
case-
why I asked.
Yeah, in that case, only the skeleton needed to roll some initiative. So halt. There's
Alright.
now a skeleton in front of you. The skeleton is
Just a
wearing
note.
some scraps of armor along with a shield.
Well,
They does have her mace, which deals in bludgeoning damage.
they go in front because I'm just gonna kind of lead those up to people with bludgeoning weapons and it's gonna shoot a blow. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, just roll it twice. We got a 18 to hit
Yep.
and 17. Or 17. Wow, I wish 7 damage altogether.
7 damage. That was with your
Bow and arrow.
bow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have no bludgeoning weapons.
Right.
All
That's
I have
fine.
is
Since it's not weak to piercing anymore, or resistant to piercing anymore, that does damage to it. Yeah. Anna. Anna's gonna look at it, kind of give it a what? You know, she's fought skeletons and zombies before, and this is really just pointless to her. Yeah. She's gonna hit it with a healing spell. It's dead.
Well, that was that.
Aw.
She hits it with a healing spell, dealing 8 damage to it. It crumbles apart.
Fade-Up would have dealt 12 with her mace. A 19 to hit. Oh wait, no, it would have been more. Let's see how much she actually would have done. 6 plus 5 is 11. She would have dealt 22 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Dwyer's gonna walk over to the skeleton, look, see what it has, then pocket its skull. Don't ask what.
Didn't it go up in flames?
Hmm?
Wouldn't it have gone up in flames as well? Like everything else.
Yeah, it probably did.
Well,
He's like, yeah, I can see Dwyer. He's about to go over. These things burst in flames. Like, "Rah!" Because he's getting really frustrated that he can't harvest anything from these creatures. You have a hobby of his.
The minimum damage Fade-Up can do with her mace is 6. The minimum.
So
Is there anything else in this room?
there is, but
Is it a button?
it is not a button actually.
Is
It's
it a small chest? Oh, platform. Oh.
In the middle of the room, there are 2 pillars. In the middle of those pillars, there is a platform that seems to go down. The path seems to continue past the 2 pillars, continuing on even further.
So, do we want to continue down the path, or do we want to go down another level?
well, we don't have a map, so either way is just as good.
This is continuing on this floor. I guess probably the safest.
Yeah.
Well, the way down is a branching one, so we are either going down there and backtrack afterwards, or we have to backtrack the other way as well, most likely.
You know what? I really wish that we had a map of this place.
Maybe you'll find one in a chest.
Maybe. Oh, Dwyer just keep walking forward, not wanting to have to deal with the elevator right now.
Alrighty.
And let's get going then.
Sure, why not?
Continuing past the elevator. Continuing past the elevator, you walk forward, passing a couple of other good-sized rooms. Finally, you come to the end of the path when you come upon a pillar that then has another elevator. This one seems to go
First it
both
does.
up and down. And then beyond that is another pillar, and then there is a fairy floating
Fairy?
in midair.
Okay, Halt's going.
Charming will walk up to the fairy. Is it like a tiny fairy or a big one?
It's a tiny fairy.
Okay. Hello, tiny fairy. My name is Prince Maximilian Effervescent Charming. How do you do?
Halt's is going to say, while he's doing that, Halt's going to go to the elevator and pull out some chalk and write number 3 next to it.
Alright. So, Charming talks to the fairy. The fairy does not respond back. It just floats there.
We need the bottle.
Beta will say, anyone have an empty jar?
Dwyer's like, hold up, let's see. You see him start to rustle through his pack. He's like, no. I have a hollowed out rock. Will that
I
work?
have
Does
an
it have a
empty chest.
stopper?
What?
Does it have a stopper?
I got another rock I could use for a stopper.
Okay. Will there still be space inside of it?
Let me double check. You see him fell to the rock. He's like, no. He puts the rocks back in his bag. He's like, does anyone have a? He's like, oh wait. He pulls it. That's when he pulls a glass vial. He's like, I do have a glass vial though. Will that work?
Yes, that'll do. Beta will take it and then put the fairy inside it.
Wait. You're putting the fairy inside, but doesn't it need to breathe?
It'll be fine.
Mario, how dare you put a Sprite into a tiny bottle like that?
It's normal.
Dwyer,
This world gets weirder and weirder every minute I'm here. Get us out of here!
By the way, if the keys teleport back into the chest, won't the key that we got earlier be inside the chest that Maximilian is carrying?
I think we need to clear it dungeon first.
Oh, right, of course.
So,
For later.
who wants to join me in seeing where this elevator goes up?
Well,
we
let's
have-
go up then.
I know Halt's going to make mention that he marked it just in case they get lost.
Oh, good. But
Good
yeah,
thinking, Halt! Slap.
Right into the wall.
Charming, why don't you go up with me? There might be more creatures up there for you to send back to the abyss.
Happily, it'll go up.
Alright.
Wait, while the elevator is going up, are we able to go down the elevator chute thing?
Beta will glance at Dwyer as they're saying, make him go up alone so we can leave him.
Unfortunately, Dwyer actually went up with him because despite his disposition to making fun of him and use him, he's getting used to him.
You just hear like Elvin cursing at the point while he's off his back.
Because I want to climb down the elevator shaft
Yeah, you
thing.
could probably climb
And
down the
Beta is
elevator shaft.
understanding every single one of Hulk's curses.
Well, going down there and check out what is in there.
Alright. You climb down the shaft. While the party going up the elevator reaches the top and finds a hallway leading further on, you start to climb down the shaft. About halfway down the shaft, you start hearing a clank, clank, clank.
Oh. There's something down there going back up.
You quickly climb back up the shaft. As you climb back up, you happen to glance back down just in time to see a knight in some sort of full suit of armor looking up the shaft at you.
Well, telling the others what I saw there
Um,
on some of the top.
For those who went up, there is a hallway in front of you, and just as you are glancing, or just as you are looking down the hallway, suddenly, from the ceiling above, come 3 jackal humanoid creatures that draw their short swords.
Dwyer's like, well, crap. He's like, Charming. Looks like we got a fight ahead of us.
Charming ignores Dwyer, raises his sword high over his head, and says, "How about you?"
I'm guessing we hear that all the way down from below.
You probably
Yeah.
hear that all the way down below, yes.
Oh,
was gonna press the
dear
button
Lord,
down.
he done it again.
Oh, it's gonna be hilarious. I was gonna press the button and make it go down.
Isn't
Emily,
Hmm?
does that thing in the armor stay at the bottom of the shaft where I can see it?
It's only there for a second.
Oh.
Like as he is climbing up, it's watching him climb up. But then once he's up at the top, it moves away.
Aw.
She's trying to snipe it when she can't get to it anymore.
Right? Halt. What was your dexterity mod?
2.
2. Okay. The Wasu, which are the jackal creatures, and you have the same initiative.
Okay, hold on. I mean,
It rolled a 1.
okay. Well, let's see what I do, because I'm still pressing that button. It's Charming and the 2 are still on there. They're coming back down. Okay, I rolled a 7.
Alrighty. And
So-
its initiative is higher than Anna's, though. Alright.
You just hear, "Hi, Matty," and you just see the elevator start going downward. What the hell?
Yeah. So, the question becomes, where exactly were,
Charming and Dwyer?
yeah, Charming and Dwyer? Because there was a little
Well-
bit of a hallway.
Would they have appeared as soon as we got to the top? As soon as the elevator reached there?
They would not have appeared them as soon as you got up there.
Okay. Then we would have, by necessity, stepped off.
Okay,
Alright.
well, I still need to get up there, so...
Yeah. So in that case, you will have stepped off of the thing as the creatures are coming towards you at this point. So for halt, yeah, you can lower the thingy by pushing the button. That would be your action, but you could do it.
Well, I kind of have to, because I can't exactly attack.
Right.
So, yeah, it's going to be my action, and then I'm going to get in with my movement and then wait for someone else to get in to push it back up.
Alrighty. In that case, because the Wasu rolled so high on their initiative, they're the ones that get to go next. So, their short swords drawn. The 3 of them are going to come marching forward towards Charming and Dwyer. That said, against Charming, never mind. Against Dwyer, I'm guessing a 6 is oh wait, hang on. 10.
That misses.
That's a little miss, okay. And I'm gonna guess an 11 is also a miss.
For whom?
For you.
No, that's a hit, but I'm gonna burn one of my 2 spells to cast shield.
Alright, so I still miss anyway. Alright.
Unfortunately, because that was a level 1 spell, I have to do my unfortunately, if you want me to, I can do my wild magic table. So.
Oh yeah, that is probably a thing you should probably do.
Yeah.
That would be the D20, and if you get a 1 thing.
Yep.
Yeah. D20 and a 1.
13. So no wild magic yet.
No wild magic yet. Alright. That said, yeah. Anna hears the shouting thing. She looks up, and you see her vanish. And then she appears right behind, completely forgetting names all of a sudden.
Charming.
Charming, yes. Charming and Dwyer. That's her action.
Dora's like, wait,
Um,
how did you? But, huh? You can
Yeah.
teleport?
Alright. So that's her thing. Fadov.
So
Aren't
Yeah.
we still waiting for the elevator down here?
The elevator is down.
she will go into the elevator.
Alright.
How many people can it handle?
2.
Yeah, a maximum
Okay.
of 2 if you're standing side by side.
So move in and hit the button to go up.
Move and action.
Or good ready on action to hit the button to go up once someone else steps on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, Halt's already on it.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, Hulk got on there first.
Yeah,
Okay.
Halt was the one that brought it down and stepped on it first.
Hold up, Emily. I just remembered something. I haven't regained my Tides of Chaos yet, so because of that, I have to roll on my Wild Magic table.
Ah, that's okay.
So, so yeah.
Didn't we take a short rest on Rainbow Road before coming here?
Yeah, but it's regained from a long rest, not a short rest.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wild Magic
Alrighty.
table. Don't screw me over now.
Snake eyes.
What do you mean you? I'm here too.
Okay.
Okay, well, I got an 11, so I roll a d10. So, and I got a 5. So, both Charming sees Dwyer shrink an inch.
Awkward.
Keep scrolling past the.
If you rolled a 5, you shrink 5 inches.
Yeah,
Eleven.
but yeah, you see Dwyer shrink 5 inches. Like, well, it hasn't done that before.
Alright.
Anyway, moving on.
Yep. So, Fadov using move and action to raise the platform. You would still have some movement, so you could step off of the platform.
Okay. I guess we'll do that after it's up.
Alright. Still trying to find the wild magic table in the guy's handbook.
It's on page 104.
Who's next? Because it's 5:30 and we're, not even halfway through round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Harvey.
Well, I can't really do anything with the elevator up there. So I'm just going to... I guess I'm going to ready a movement onto the elevator once it gets down. Or something.
Alright. Dwyer, you are up there.
Okay, got a guy in front of me. So, yeah, gonna have to burn. Unfortunately, gonna have to burn another my other level 1 spell slot for Ray of Sickness on the Coyote guy.
Alrighty.
19 versus AC.
Yep.
Okay. Make him do a Constitution saving throw right now because he has to beat a 14, by the way.
Yeah, 8.
Okay, so in addition to this 5 necrotic damage, he is poisoned.
5 necrotic, and he is poisoned. Alright.
And back to the wild magic table because I cast a level 1 spell. So here we go again. 57. That. Let's see. Because of that, for the next minute, any flammable object I touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames.
Oh, fun. that happens.
Joy.
So yeah, I'm done.
Alright, Ryu.
Yep. Let's see what I get here. Got a 17 plus 2 on the dex.
You're
if
not
I'm not
there.
mistaken.
You can't see them. You
I
can't see
still
them.
got to move on the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. The elevator's up
Currently move it up.
again.
Still waiting on that to come back then.
Yeah.
What does-
It's
Mine was in range of the bow and arrow, though.
well, you wouldn't be able to see them because like I said, they're up at the top.
On the next floor, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And besides, the elevator, last I checked, has a solid bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I know arrows are piercing, but I'm pretty sure it might get stuck, and if not, hit an ally.
Yeah. Let's hit the button to make that thing come back down so I can get up there already.
Isn't the button on the elevator?
Hmm?
Isn't the button itself on the elevator platform, so someone up there has to send it down?
Yeah.
Which will
Oh.
be Halt's job.
So we're just
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, I just set up the bow and everything, just wait for somebody to finally hit the freaking button. It was like, really? I've been sitting down here waiting on everybody else, and it's like nothing. Really?
Alright. So since you're waiting, Charming.
Nearest guy to me is going to be a 21 to hit and 13 damage.
Ouch.
And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Halt.
Hulk gets off, presses his button, and then can't do anything else.
You'd probably want to ready an action to do
I
that.
can't.
Cause,
Getting off didn't push the button.
yeah. There's, Faye is on the...
No, she got off.
Yeah, everyone got
Yeah,
off.
Oh,
It's like,
I
God,
got off.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Mind. I forgot.
I couldn't move off because it was my turn.
Right. I forgot. Alright.
You know, you can move off after. You can, if you move fast enough, you can jump off of it after activating it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I can't do anything anyway, so.
Alright. So these guys are there on Charming and whatnot. That's a miss. 20 on Dwyer.
Was that the one that was poisoned? Because if this is the one that was poisoned, it has disadvantage.
No, the one that was poisoned swung at Charming and got a crit miss.
No. Then yeah, the 20 hits.
Alright. I am so tired. I'm not even sure what I'm doing anymore. 3 damage. And then against Charming, this is probably a miss. 17.
Miss.
Alrighty. Anna. She's going to see they're all lined up in a neat little row. All going to make dex saves, and they're all going to fail horrendously. Not a surprise. Really? You're gonna deal a whopping 2 damage to each of them? Really? And I need you most to fail. Alright. She will shield Dwyer and Fadov. Missed? Muted?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Fada will walk up and swing her mace. Is 3?
3?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's it.
Harvey.
Is the elevator down?
Yeah, the elevator's down.
Well, I'm going to step on it and... Wait, I read it my movement earlier to step on it once it's down.
Yeah,
So-
you did. So technically,
Is
you're
anyone
on it.
else on it?
Didn't Harvey and Ryu both ready actions to step on?
Yep, I
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
so.
Okay, then
Yeah, you
making
should
it
both
move
be
up.
on it. Alright,
And once it's up, I'm going to step off it.
alright. So now everybody's up there.
Finally.
Dwyer.
Okay, shocking grasp on the guy in front of me. 23 against AC.
23, yep.
Okay. And he takes 1 lightning damage.
1 lightning damage. He is down.
Yay.
Snake Eye for the kill.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I could just see him just pimp slapping him, and then the shock of the slap kills him.
Ryu.
Alright, what do we got left?
So we got 2 guys. One that is near Charming and one that is still near Ryu. Or not
So
Ryu,
one...
Dwyer.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one next to my buddy Dwyer here.
Alright.
After I step off the elevator, last thing I need is accidentally stepping on the button and going back down.
Right.
Alright, I'll step off the elevator, line up my bow. Let's see if we can hit this sucker. Oh, whoa, 19.
Yep.
Alright, since... Oh, that's not a crit, obviously, so that's 1 dice. It's near an ally, so it's 2 dice.
Yep.
Got a 5 and a 4, plus 2, that's 11.
11? Sorry, which one was it exactly you were going after?
It was the one next to Dwyer.
Okay. Sorry, I'm tired and I'm like missing what people are saying.
Trust me, friend, I know what you're talking about. I was up till 6 a.m. this morning and woke up at 9, so I am not all here. That's why I was not really there when it came to the elevator still being up.
Right. I got no sleep last night. Charming.
We should probably wrap this up after this battle. Take our
Yeah.
traditional short rest and be done with it.
Yeah.
Can I get to the one adjacent to Dwyer without provoking from the one adjacent to me?
No, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
It's kind of diagonal. So,
Yeah, but I mean, we should be pretty close together, right? So I'm not leaving his threat zone. I'm just trying to get to the one that's attacking Dwyer.
oh. Yeah, you could
Okay.
move like that, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to move around the guy I'm attacking to try to finish off the one against Dwyer. Probably won't. 17 to hit and 5 damage. Sorry, 6
Alright.
damage.
6 damage?
Yep,
Alright.
and that's it.
Halt.
Okay. 26 on the one next to Charming. A
Yep.
20 to AC and 6 damage.
6 damage on the one next to Charming. 6 damage. Alright.
And that will be it for me.
Alright. The one going after let's see. I'm definitely missing Charming. Where did it she go? There it is. 14 to hit on Dwyer.
Well, on shield me, so that's a miss.
Alright. Alright, then I missed both of you, so Anna, She is going to... How does she want to do this?
I recommend fire, and lots of it.
I'm pretty sure they're both dead this round, so just do whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need to be clever.
Yeah. I was just
Strike
thinking if
them
there was
all
a way.
blow.
I was just thinking if there was a way I could kill off both in one shot. There isn't. She's gonna use a psi ability that doesn't require any psi points because I haven't used this ability yet. 16 to hit, and it's going to deal 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's up. So the only one that's alive now is the one that Charming, that was going after Charming. So, Fadav.
Alright, I'm pretty sure it's out. A nat 20 to hit. So that doubles the dice I roll for damage, right?
Right.
Okay.
You roll twice the amount of dice.
Oh, this is going to be okay. So so from the dice it does 12, then it's plus 5. So that's 17 damage.
17? It goes down. That's a thing.
Yay!
I would have mentioned the sneak attack since it was close to Charming, but that'd be overkill at this point.
Right.
Dwyer, my friend, you bore that well. Slap.
Thanks. Hey, An, can you do that thing you did back at the Rainbow Bridge to somehow restore my magic? Also, somehow I shrank. Anyone know what the hell? Also, I shrank because of my wild magic. Sorry. Also, Charming. He's like you see him you see Dwyer pat him on the back and he sort of and he seems to burst into flames.
No, because even
No,
well,
he'll
first of
touch
all,
his hair.
chainmail is not flammable.
He'll touch his
Secondly,
hair.
it's being carried or worn.
So he can't burn something on someone's body, even in his hair. It's
Like,
being
what the-
worn.
He's like he tries to like dang it. That's when he touches the ground and that's when he touches the wall and that's when he bursts into flames. Like I better be careful with this. Or at
Well,
least
it's a good for to set up a camp. We could like set fire on here now.
yeah. So someone just bring some wood. I'll get some fire started.
Question. We're in a dungeon. Surrounded in stone. Where are we gonna find wood?
Oh,
There's the wooden chest.
Max pulls out the wooden chest that he had. He holds it over his head and he says, "Da da da da."
Don't punch it out of his head.
It's actually gonna be used. I questioned his sanity before this, but now it makes sense.
As in a whole one.
Question is, did he foresee this before now, or was he just randomly saying it? Makes you wonder about how foolish he really is.
Just
Dwyer takes the chest. It bursts. He places it down. Then he touches it again, so it bursts into flames. So everyone has a campfire.
All
Why
right.
didn't you
the
set
rest.
it on fire while he was still holding it?
Because it was being carried. I can't set
Yeah.
things that are on fire that are being carried.
Yep. Question becomes: fire equals smoke in an enclosed area?
That's kind of another thing there is like, I don't see ventilation shafts in here in this stone wall. I don't travel that
Windows.
close.
Dave is just face palming.
Well, it is a pretty small chest. I don't know. Well, anyway, I just get going soon.
Right. Alright. Yeah, that is it for today's session.
Did we decide if it was a long rest or a short rest?
Short rest.
Alright. So we better clarify that before everybody walked off.
Yeah.
I get that Uzuki is not connected.
Okay.
Yeah, Uzuki
Somebody
can
just
get
message him.
disconnected.
Luke,
All
I
right.
want you downstairs. Period.
Thanks for playing, and for those that were watching or watched it on YouTube, thanks for watching. And yeah. We'll see everybody next time. Keep calm and punny on, everybody.
Mommy, are you working?